Morocco should be champions the moment Senegal walked off the pitch.
Because he knew he was cheating. We had massive refereeing problems at the AFCON, and nobody should run away from it. Didn't they win the cup fairly? That referee, his mind was all Morocco win. Darkness was in his brain.
Even if Senegal had played 7 against 11, they would have won.
We don't care about that one. You make your point.
If they like, they should call a rematch. Go and play it in the house of the president of Morocco. Senegal will win.
All right, ladies and gentlemen, we are back from the AFCON. The whole squad is here, man. Guys, you there, I see you are tired. Charlie, I miss you, my guy. I miss you, my guy. Don't mind this guy.
He did the way he shouted. There's a reason for this.
I just came from Morocco. Let's talk about the Charlie, AFCON.
You are a dishonest man. I'm telling you today.
Why did he not just come back?
If you are denying it,
denied what? I said I just got back from Morocco. What is denied? I said.
This sign, if you say if you coach pair or if
we coded. The people don't know what he's saying, so it's okay.
They understand. The people they understand.
Like, right now, everybody understands.
If that's they put it the way they should, in chop 3 years.
Sure. Right now, everybody understands.
So you agree to me? I'm happy that in a long while, in a very long time, extremely long time, you have done. Oh, Charlie. Make it do something. You do all the time. Don't be. I'm not good. There you go. Put fire for inside. Fire for inside. Oh, Charlie, we are back.
Coach, I've missed you, man. I've missed you. It's been a long while. When's the last time we were all together, guys?
Last year.
Somewhere last.
Yes, true. That's an appropriate answer.
The last
year.
The last one episode.
Yeah, but that episode we recorded it like several weeks before.
No. The last
one we all came. Before the last one was when I didn't come. I couldn't make
the one we reviewed the year, no?
Yeah.
You weren't here. Okay. True. Yeah, that's true. Anyway, can you imagine that episode we all forgot about the Diogo Jota incident?
Yeah.
When we were reviewing the year.
The low moments of the year. No, we did highlights and low lights.
I mean, we did low lights.
You know what I mean?
We don't do low lights.
Oh, we did.
No, we do what stood out for you. So it was positive, more positive.
Anyway.
Oh no, maybe three what stood out for you and.
My feeling was it deserved.
So what I talked about.
It deserved the mention. Anyway, bottom line. It's a new year, and this is the first time we're all meeting this year. Good to see you guys, man. You guys, last week, the episode was fire, man. Christopher Nimley is now Nigerian's best friend.
Forget last week's episode. This guy, is it always you know, he's a marketing genius. Marketing genius.
Because story, no.
Sicho go put match day, Tangier, Then you do so.
The photo the Aquano
Settings.
No. This boy likes flexing. This boy, it's just like how many bags you take go?
Oh, 2 beautiful bags.
Go for
3. Hand luggage.
3.
No, of course, hand luggage then. Two shadows.
Every day.
This boy likes flexing. Every day he go dress. He don't dress past the footballers.
Of course.
Yeah. No, it'll be true.
You know what he finished me, guy?
Yeah.
The semi-final.
Yeah.
Semi-final. I did it. So bring on a tournament. I tell wife, he say this guy, he gets on. If he can't do much, he go drop picture. So I did it.
They tell you their wife, they anticipate your photo every time.
They say, Sicho has dropped the tap.
That's right.
This guy, their wife, they say who?
I said, which one?
The female version of Danny did that.
The male version of the same human being. The same human being.
Sicho has dropped the tap.
Two sides of a coin. Two sides of a coin.
No, but he's for the international commentator. I know Sicho Richo.
He's for the rock.
Sicho, I go there. I go see Sicho for Morocco. He promised me, say if he come back, if he money can go share $500 to everybody.
That one,
Not all of you, like 500, 500, 500, 500.
No, but the money.
But why you dey lie? Because I don't talk so.
The
Oh,
way
I thought you did.
I don't talk
you
to.
get some lying face.
But you to what you tell you say he go share. No?
Me, you no talk me anything. I no go lie put him top.
No, me,
honorable man.
you not talk say you go share money to the boys.
I don't talk so.
Oh, then be my mind. So, but now that it is the matter of conversation, will you or will you
I
not?
will not.
How much will you share first?
But why the
So
time
how much will you share?
I will not
I'm
say.
asking you.
the time they shout the goal, no,
I will not say.
Muhammad throw to the
If he say he will not share, it's very, very unfair.
Thank
Why?
you, God.
Why
The
won't
prayers, right? The spiritual support.
Look at the support last week. Even last week.
Yeah,
Look at the mileage.
Thank you. Thank you. Thank you.
What? Me I war. Look at the mileage. Give it to you. Look at them. Look, the mimicking of the commentary. Osimhen.
Yes.
It's cold, but Osimhen is going forward. Osimhen. Osimhen. Osimhen.
That's right.
All these things just to market you.
That's right.
Do you know what went into that?
I beg you.
I said thank you.
No, that is woefully inadequate.
That is a thank you.
It's woefully inadequate.
Inadequate. I wanna tell you, even your wife supports what I'm saying.
But Charlie, you spoiled them.
He's poor there. New world. Not old world. Oh.
New world.
New world.
This guy,
Sub-Saharan Africa.
this guy,
He's poor there.
he's that big.
Right now you reach you.
He's that big.
This morning
I was-
the
I
chat
was-
plaza.
I was
He said right now, I'm not even know if you tell him anything.
Hey, actually, why you fool or what? It went you Why you dey like? Why you dey like? You don't control like.
Everybody knows say he lie. Everybody knows say he lie.
They get select fast from everywhere. What did you talking?
Massa,
Spoiled them. It's
are you
You see, when you have
big ups legend?
when you have
Big ups the legend. I'm a big ups the legend.
because when you have young guy like this,
Of
we in knowing stuff,
course.
very eloquent
You know
Of
what?
course.
Stuff.
in stuff.
In stuff.
He know the stuff.
That's right.
Very eloquent. Understand the dynamics of football. When he's speaking, I could imagine that every other commentator around where
Say,
he's
damn,
sat,
who is that?
who is that, man?
That's right.
Damn.
Oh, the players. He was doing commentary with ex-professionals like Johan Giroud, Sebastian Basson, Boma, Patrice.
Appreciate.
No more. The people when they see when they listen,
they
because-
appreciate it.
yes, the people are listening to him
boy.
and he's delivering the lines. They're like, damn man,
That was super.
we've played the game to the highest level.
You know how that way you do it, TME.
No.
It take boost in TikTok audience. TikTok.
No.
So you say during the game, then you go set in full. Then you go do all looking money.
Money.
Then the phone day, you don't watch the phone. Money. Then you go give quick glance.
Money.
Because he said the first thing they record.
So you must say you go mention my name. You go come out the eye from the game. Money.
That is recorded. Charlie.
Kulibali.
Oh, this boy likes flexing.
Likes
Too much,
flexing.
too much.
But if he deserves flexing, for flexing.
Look, on a more serious note, yeah, you guys
I'm not
don't
here
know-
to be serious.
This one you need. You guys,
We're not here to be serious. On a more serious note, we're not here to-
see, you guys don't know what you have done
Oh God.
because as far as our generation is concerned, growing up, all the big things that we saw others in the profession doing, they had to grow into old men before they were doing.
Yeah.
And
They were having,
Majority.
they were having those
Also,
opportunities. The things we say it be flex, it be settings. He's making the job appealing. He's making it look cool.
Very true. Very true.
And,
And you see-
it's very organic. Natural.
Yes, and you see,
It's in pressure.
it's
no
important
tension.
because
Oh, no, Incomodie na. Oh, Charlie. Wow.
it's important because there has been it's important because every now and then there has been not so pleasant examples of what we do.
Yeah.
That people put. Sometimes you see people without shirts in the studio, and people take that video and use that to mock sports journalism. The fact that today we can point to our peers
Yeah.
doing it on the big stages. I mean,
Sicho is not a journalist.
No, officially, he's not.
I mean, all of us sitting here, hear myself, we are not journalists.
In my defense, I didn't say he's a journalist. I said in the job. The job is broad. The
Like that, my brothers know me.
broadcasting is huge. Journalism is just one aspect of.
That is true.
But it's good that younger ones coming up get to see, because these days the platforms that Daniel mentioned are where everybody goes to watch journalists. So Charlie, power to you.
Yeah.
We are proud of this guy.
So yeah.
We are very
See
proud.
my
of
first
this
game,
guy.
Nigeria did to this year. We enter the stadium. I do my president thing. So Charlie, we enter the stadium. No way. Fire the intro. No way. I bring Joanne in. And normally when we do the intro of the opening scene, then when our headquarters for France, New York, we go take break for there. We go play some break before the players go exit the tunnel. So I land with them, pick the break. No way. Joanne tap me. No way. Give me 5 way. Hug me. No way.
We are on.
We are on. At the other side.
That's it. That's the sweet spot.
Yaba.
And you see these ex-footballers, they just need to be sure that the guy I'm working with knows his stuff.
Knows their
Yes.
stuff.
Once you earn that respect, since then, Charlie, we boss, my brother. like I finished when we tap my back to tap. I say, we shake me, we hug me, we say,
In comedy, would have called it the punchline. Drop the punchline.
Land no where they pick.
Land no.
What they break me?
Where they give me countdown.
Like it depends me say
They got to count down me.
So you see, that should tell you that just before you did that, he wasn't sure of
that was his first game. Right?
Yeah, that was my first game.
Exactly.
Yeah.
So he's like, you don't meet the
First
guy before.
impression.
Like they go bring this guy from Ghana. Like, who is this guy? Right?
So we finished on the team from France. Sicho, thank you very much. So good to hear your voice. The John said, no, man, you talk something for French side. Say, no. Bien. The garçon là bien. The boy is good, bro. The boy is good. No, man, it was fun. It was fun. It was a blessing.
Listen, for those of you, I think, and we know that majority of our audience are from this side, like Ghana, Nigeria, US, whatever. And the feed you might have been getting wasn't from New World. You might have been getting it from a different source. So I feel sad for you that you didn't get to listen to these guys. But those who did, from the Tanzanians and all those, how many countries? 45, so?
46 territories.
46 countries, they would have had quite a ball. But I think that the next competition, you might be hearing their voices in your feed. So we'll see. But I don't want to give too much away. Anyway, so anyway, guys, since we are here, we've got a lot to unpack from the AFCON. Quite a lot. Listen, we will talk about Senegal, Morocco, that AFCON final. We'll talk about the other side issues. Obviously, now CAF says that they're introducing a new competition called the
African
Nations League, and they are getting rid of CHAN, and they're moving AFCON to a 4-year cycle. So those are 3 issues from CAF that we will talk about separately from the Senegal one. So we'll begin with Senegal, though, and I'll just lay out the issues for you. I think you all know what happened in the game itself, so I'm not going to go into detail because that's what the guys are here. But the other things that have happened since are what I just want to remind you of in case you've lost track. Morocco have released a statement saying that they want Senegal stripped of the AFCON title. They want severe sanctions against Senegal. CAF have released a statement condemning, they didn't name Senegal, let's be specific. CAF just said that they find the conduct of during the game unacceptable and that there would be consequences. We don't know for who. We know that individual Moroccan players have also apologized. Hakimi has apologized for the towel incident. I'm sure you've seen that video. Saibari even went all the way to the Senegal hotel to apologize for his conduct with the reserve goalkeeper of Senegal. You know, there was a video of him also trying to collect the towel from him, and he went to apologize to Mendy and apologize to the reserve goalkeeper as well. So these are the issues. Senegal, remember, right after the game, Mane issued an apology. Pape Thiaw issued an apology as well. So we need to put that on record. Several people have since commented on the incident. Ex-players, Thierry Henry, what have you. Too many people. Gary Lineker was at the stadium.
Yeah, he was there.
Also commented on it at halftime. Like during the incident, actually.
Iniesta was there.
It was like instant.
Iniesta, but he was like 20 meters away.
Yeah. So like, there was so many. Yeah, there was so many. Even
He's about to join. He's about to join.
I was on pitch side when Speed came to pass by.
Yeah.
He's about to join the Moroccan. Their back.
Yeah, they want him to join. Yeah, their football thing.
Yeah.
Is it back? Well,
there's
the whole
some guy
football thing they are doing.
for the World Cup.
Andres Iniesta.
Not
Iniesta.
Speed.
For the World
No,
Cup.
not Speed.
They want him as part of their Moroccan football something
anyway.
ahead of the World Cup.
So these are some of the things that have happened, and I'm sure maybe something else has happened I haven't seen because there's quite a lot happening around around that particular game. It's been a lot. It's been a lot, but the issues are very well laid out, and what we're going to talk about today is what happened, and then next up should be what should happen now that what has happened has happened. So, guys, this is a very interesting conversation. Let me begin with a man that was there. All right, let's see what he
But you were there.
Yes, I was working.
You were there working.
I was working. He wasn't
you there
working on
talk about
that day.
commentary.
That day he was not doing commentary for the final. He was just there enjoying the game. Observe. So he saw more than I did. Because me, I was working. I was too busy. I was running a live blog.
So you were like this.
My brother, let me tell you, there were 52,000 people reading my live blog simultaneously at the goal, refreshing inside.
He didn't see everything. But you there, you saw everything. Charlie, they
You see, the good thing is that we were watching the game. The good thing is that it was Morocco, world-class facility. We were TV hall. You see everything is there.
Wait, so the TV with the team with the TV, they see.
They give you that one too. They did the stadium too. So if I miss something, I can watch it on the TV.
And then the TV will not see anything. So it means you don't see anything.
So bottom line, Sicho.
Yeah, man.
What?
Where do I start from?
Yeah, no, that's it. So start talking. Senegal score a goal. It's not giving. Then exactly 200 or so seconds later, penalty. Senegal say no, we won't play. They go to the touchline. They go to the dressing room. 20 minutes later, they come back. They play the penalty after a long wait. Diaz misses a Panenka. Winning goal.
Win it.
Senegal are champions. Quite a lot. What did you see? Before your opinion on what you think should have happened and your own thoughts on what happened, what did you see from where you sat and how did you react to everything? Where was your attention and all of that when it was all happening?
Well, my attention was all over the place because so many things were happening. But
at the same time, huh?
I'll try
Start from the fans.
I'll try and put the whole narrative from how everything went down. Look, from 3-4 hours to kick off.
Yes.
It was clear, as we had seen throughout the competition, that Moroccan fans were not having it. Whatever Senegal would do, they will boo them. Whatever, anytime Senegal have anything at all, whenever Senegal are in the frame of any picture or whatsoever, they will boo them. And then they are going to cheer their team on. That is like 3-4 hours before kickoff in the stadium. The reason I say this is the Moroccan fans came to the stadium quite early. Right, and the Senegal fans, then a few of them, just at the base of behind the goalpost where the supposed goal that was disallowed happened, and the Senegal fans were coming in to sit. Like as soon as they saw one Senegalese fan, they were boos. As soon as anything Senegal, they will boo. Anything Senegal that comes to the screen, they will boo. Even when they were announcing the Senegalese team sheet, they were booing them throughout. So it was a hostile atmosphere for Senegal. And Senegal knew that was what it was going to be because for every game up until the final, that was it. But the final was a notch higher because they were edging ever closer to what they had really wanted to achieve. That is win the AFCON after 50 years. I thought the game was fine. The refereeing was great. The two teams were having a go at each. And in fact, both sides had some brilliant chances. Senegal got a massive chance with Elima Ndiaye, and then El Kabi also had a fabulous chance that he should have tapped home, but
Pap games of earlier,
the header,
then
and then Bono
that was like
saved it.
4th minute or so.
Yeah, very early in the game. So, and the game was fine. It was actually very, very interesting final. Very, at times, end-to-end, at times very tactical, at times very cage, at times very expansive.
Morocco
So he had
missed clear
everything.
chances too.
Morocco missed clear chances too. Like,
Especially our El Kabi man.
Okabi, yeah, as Azuli. Like, it was fun, right? And up until the dying embers of the game where Senegal thought they had scored a clean goal, only to realize the referee had blown the whistle before the ball hit the back of the net. For what the referee thought or said was a foul. But then...
And the way you've narrated it is important for what you will make of it, isn't it? That the referee blew
the whistle before. And now the Senegalese players on the pitch constantly kept asking the referee to check VAR. But VAR couldn't have come into effect because, again, when we are in commentary and we wear the comms, I wasn't on comment, but we had an extra comms in that commentary where the official broadcasters are. So VAR couldn't have checked because the referee had blown the whistle before the ball hit the back of the net. So if VAR checks and it's not a foul, what next? It's not a pen. It's not a red card incident. And once the referee has blown the whistle, everything happens afterwards. It doesn't matter.
It's void.
So the Senegalese players kept asking the referee, why didn't you check that far goal? Check VAR, check VAR. Had the ball hit the back of the net before the referee blew the whistle, they have a legitimate claim of referee going to VAR because then the full thing played out. But in this case, it was cut short. So maybe the referee should have waited for that sequence to end before making up his mind. It was maybe on hindsight a mistake on the referee's part.
Because there are VAR procedures.
Yes, there are
The protocols don't cover an instance where the referee is already taking the decision before the conclusion of the action.
Oh yeah,
that's what you're saying.
Absolutely.
Exactly.
And that is exactly what happened to that incident of Senegal. So, and in fact, in football terms, Senegal didn't score. Because as soon as the
whistle goes, play
as soon as Sex header came, referee blew the whistle, and so play stopped. So there was no goal. Like in effect, there was no goal, but there was an opportunity for them to score. The referee not blown the whistle, and the ball hit the back of the net. So in football terms, there was no goal. Soon after, there is a call in the box, and here's the thing: the referee doesn't see it, or even if he sees it, he doesn't think there is enough to give a foul for it. Ball goes out of play. And then the Moroccan players make it known to the referee something happened in the box. VAR is checking, so the referee has to take a pause. VAR checks, calls the referee to the screen. And once all of us in the stadium, all of us who were behind the screen saw what had happened, we just knew the referee going to see it.
He's going to give it.
Because unfortunately for Senegal, the ball came right into the direction where Brahim Diaz was pulled from. And the defender who is pulling Brahim Diaz got his head on the ball. The thinking is, if he doesn't pull Diaz away from the space, he doesn't get a clear clearance on the ball. And perhaps Diaz gets to the ball first.
So it's a clear obstruction.
So it was an obstruction. His hand was all over his... You can call it soft or whatever, but you can understand why a referee would give it, having seen the replay all of us saw. But once that was all happening, the Senegalese players kept protesting about what they thought should have been a goal for them. Telling the referee to also have a look at that. But like I've already explained, in football terms, per the rule and everything, the VAR couldn't even have called the referee to come and have a second look at it. But while all of that was happening, that is where I think, of course, TV won't cover. Something happens from where the Senegalese fans are sitting. And by this time, it's on the opposite end of where the penalty call had been given. So all the attention is in the Senegalese box. Whereas on the other end of the pitch, on that side,
that was where the chaos was unfolding.
That was incredible chaos. I'm sure by now you've all have seen it on social media. Where a Senegalese fan, in protest of the penalty that the referee had given, threw something that cuts a steward, and so the police were right on site. So the steward was actually rushed to the medical team because he got a big gash. So the police arrived on the scene trying to arrest this person. And while they are pulling him from the stands, the Senegalese fans are also pulling him back.
And then some jump onto the inner perimeter.
And then it went all over the place.
Some started punching the steward.
Onto the advertising.
Also started punching back.
The LED hoarding, some jumped, some took chairs, the photographers, the photojournalists' chairs, and it was chaos. It was chaos. So what I saw from where I sat was Pape Thiaw calling the Senegalese players. So this is the thing. He didn't call them to come into the dressing room from the onset. He called them to come to the touchline where their technical team was. And he had pointed to the fans almost suggesting that until they are safe, we are not playing. Like, so the police started going there, but it was happening, everything was happening. So Ganagay, couple of players who were on the bench, ran to that side to try and calm the fans. It wasn't happening. So Papti again called those players who were there to come back. Then he had a conversation with Walid Regragui. And then, I don't know what sparked off. Something just went off. By the time Papti got to the dugout, he's telling everybody then to go in.
What did he say in Chi?
That's what I heard.
Yeah.
That's that, coach. That's what I heard.
Chi or the Asante
Okay. So then Sadio Mane is reluctant to go inside. Sadio Mane and Ganagay, they're reluctant. But Sadio Mane was a lot more. And people give Mane a lot of the credit. But I give some credit to Ganagay as well. Right? Because while all of that was happening, he was also trying to calm people down. Mm-hmm. But obviously, Mane played a bigger part. Mm-hmm. So Mane is telling the guys, no, we don't have to. Like, but the young guys and everybody was furious. They were walking away and everything. Then Clodera, who was in the VIP steps through the tunnel, gets onto the pitch. And then Mane meets. In fact, Mane was also going because everybody at that time was leaving. Yeah. Mane was very reluctant, so he was the last man. Then he meets him and has a quick conversation with him. According to Mane, he's asking him that's not fair. And then Claude tells him it happens in football. Sometimes all of us have injustice. But you can't walk out of the pitch, so call your lads. He asks him, if you were in my shoes, what would you do? He tells him that, look, I'll call the boys who would play on. As soon as Mane started with him, he sees Haji Diouf, who is an attaché to the team. When I was at the team hotel, I saw him there. We had a lovely time. He sees him, and others consult them, and they're like, no, play on.
You mentioned Mohamed Niang too.
No, yes, it's like, guys, play on. Then that is where Mane runs from Diouf, goes to the dugout, and calls all the boys back onto the pitch, then to go and play the game. So game resumes, and then Diaz misses. But before Diaz misses that penalty, Mane again does something. Mane again disrupts his attention. So Mane calls the referee and points something out to the referee. I don't know if anybody spots that.
Yeah. Right
before he's about to take it. Like, the guy has studied himself. Mendy also came out.
Mendy also went to him twice.
And then now, Brahim Diaz has to go and pick up the ball again and kiss the ball like his girlfriend like 5 times. When he was already set, he had kissed the ball, set the ball, ready to take it. Mane goes down, bows down, and says a prayer, I don't know, gets up, points something to the referee. I don't know what that was. And Diaz walks up to the ball. Mendy comes out, Diaz takes the ball again. All of that to unsettle him. I thought where I was disappointed in Morocco was when the referee gave the pen, they had no business being involved with all the chaos.
Thank you.
Because you don't officiate, you don't hold the whistle. Referee says it's a penalty to you. If the other team is not going to play, what business have you got having a conversation with them? Keep your cool. Come together as a team. Hakimi tried to do that, but after a while, all of them still scattered again. Right? And so they were in the heat of it.
You know, Hakimi is getting a lot of flack. They say he's not a leader. A Moroccan journalist.
Yeah, I would say so.
He's getting a lot of flack. In fact, I've seen Moroccan journalists suggest that they should give the captain's armband to Mazraoui.
Yeah.
That he has personality more than Hakimi.
I would say same. Mm-hmm. If Morocco's managers our leaders feel us, first the coach and then his rep on the pitch. I'm thinking the coach is calling the boys to one side. It's asking them to just warm up. Keep yourself busy. Just warm up. Allow them to do what they want to do. If they won't play, no problem. If they will play, they can. We continue. Just take your mind but they were so immersed in all of that distraction. They were so immense. It became chaotic. They got involved in it. And by the time they were ready to take the pen, Senegal were even calmer than Morocco. Right? Senegal looked more calmer than Morocco. And in the end, they went on to mess it. Look, it was a great final until that point. And that point took a lot away from the final. Like
it took 90% away.
It took everything.
All the headlines. Like
it took
no one
everything.
was talking about the quality of the football anymore. That's what disappoints me.
But then people now wanted to blow it over the top. For the game, that incident caused it plenty. But when people stretch it it raises questions about Morocco's ability to host the World Cup. I call it very stupid and silly.
You've seen that?
Oh yeah, I saw it on Athletic.
That's just silly.
Oh, it's only them. People are saying it. Look.
No. I know, but I'm saying my opinion on it is just
silly. And the reason I say so is, if we went into Morocco and their road infrastructure wasn't great, the stadium facilities we were going to, the training places were not great, it raises questions.
It does.
Because that one, FIFA, who will be the organizer of the World Cup, have got no control over it. If we went into Morocco And then we didn't have places to sleep. There were no hotels. It was not safe. Crime rate was high. People were shooting people. Then it raises questions. But not when we are talking about an incident mainly that didn't even involve Morocco. Morocco didn't bring the game into disrepute on the night as compared to Senegal. Because what Morocco did about the towels and the balls were disgraceful and shameful. But comparing that to what Senegal did, if any country doesn't deserve to host football based on that, it's a Senegal, not Morocco. Because from Morocco viewpoint, they didn't bring the game into disrepute as Senegal did. Right? And the issue about the towel.
In actual sense, Morocco didn't do anything wrong. Like in with the evidence doesn't point to Morocco doing anything wrong on the night.
And you see, on the issue of the towel, it's something that just one word solves it. We saw the Copa America hosted in USA 2 years ago. It was terribly hosted by CONMEBOL. People were struggling to get into the stadium, it was unsafe. You remember that chaos?
Of course.
Then 2 years on, FIFA themselves go there to host the Club World Cup and it's seamless. I'm saying that you can't tell me that because CAF hosted AFCON and there were boys who were fooling, it means that if
FIFA does it,
FIFA brings the same thing will happen. It's a different level. AFCON and the World Cup is a different. When FIFA steps into your town on match day,
they take control of
you are not part. They are not. So those things are easily manageable. What FIFA can't manage are roads, transport.
Or a team decided to walk off.
That one FIFA can't control it. All they can do is to sanction. So for me, let's not escalate it to mean that it means that Africa are not ready to host the World Cup. Morocco have not shown. Hey, Morocco, they can host the World Cup themselves. They don't have to share with Portugal and Spain. In fact, Portugal and Spain are patching them. I'm telling you.
By what you saw,
bro, they are patching.
They have more than Portugal. They have more than Spain.
By far.
Wow.
But modern football architecture. They are there, right up there. So credit
transport there.
Oh, yeah, they are there. Credit to Morocco. And then, of course, CAF now must show a strong hand. How CAF deals with this matter.
How do you think it should be dealt with?
I think Senegal have to be slapped with a heavy ban.
What about those that say that Senegal, no, they did the right thing because the referees had been cheating for Morocco the whole tournament.
I like that.
At this point, why not? Because they scored a legitimate goal. And I keep doing this because, they scored a legitimate goal. Then a one penalty, you take. If you want, take the cup. And that if Senegal didn't do that, they would have, cheated their way to winning the trophy. And that Senegal did exactly what they had to do. And that sometimes you need drastic measures like this in order to get justice. And that in the end, Senegal got justice. The means doesn't matter anymore. The end is what justifies every action.
No. Look, what Senegal didn't win them the AFCON. Brahim Diaz's mistake lost Morocco the AFCON. Because at the end of the day, the penalty was still awarded.
Right.
At the end of the day, the penalty was still taken. At the end of the day, the penalty was missed. As it is in football, penalties can be missed, penalties can be scored. On another day, another player lost that one home without trying to pick the Panenka. So what Senegal did, if Senegal protested and the referee said, I'm sorry, I'm taking the penalty back, then they would have achieved what they achieved. My point is, when the referee disallowed their supposed goal, why didn't they walk off the pitch at that time?
Right.
Because as for the penalty, when the referee said your goal, why didn't they walk off the pitch to say that we are here? Because the penalty was...
That could have won them the game.
Yes.
Much more than the penalty.
Yes, they should have walked off that. Why didn't they walk off at that time? So as for Senegal, even FIFA and CAF must ban them and maybe then.
Infantino's statement was clear. He said actions like that have no place in modern.
No, they might even have to suffer not going to the World Cup. I'm not saying because...
They cannot ban them from not going to the World Cup.
No, I'm saying...
They should not even think about that.
If they want to be serious, no, coach.
They should not.
Because right now, all of us will measure consequences. If the consequences are not dire, then we will do it and get away with it. If it's only about fine and some 6 points deducted.
That is a precedence going forward. It means that we can all walk off anytime we want, and then we refer to that precedence as the punishment.
As the punishment.
Because once we can afford the fee, we'll do it.
But my point is, it has to be dire. And I'm sad it had to be a team like Senegal.
Right.
I'm sad it had to be a team of the pedigree of Senegal. And on the matter of referees cheating for Morocco. Look, do you remember the 2020 World Cup? When 2022 World Cup?
Mm-hmm.
Do you remember the penalty Argentina had against
Holland
and Poland? There were two.
Mm-hmm.
Two of Poland, the first one. Do you know there were two of such incidents in two different games for Morocco? The referees didn't give it.
Mm-hmm.
All on El Kabi. I was on commentary for one against Tanzania. Then in their quarterfinal game as well.
Mm-hmm.
The referee didn't give it. At that time,
Cameroon had 3 clear penalties against them.
so I'm coming. I'm coming.
What penalty?
No, coach, I'm coming. Coach, I'm coming.
You finish.
Against Cameroon, which of the quarters, right? The goalkeeper came out and fisted El Kabi without getting the ball. It wasn't given. Then Brian Mbeumo incident, which many said was a penalty, also happened. It wasn't given. My point is, it was bad officiating on the day, and it was clear it went against both teams.
Right.
It was. It's
pick and choose.
You can't pick and
Like in the game against Nigeria.
Yes.
There were decisions that didn't go for.
You see, that's my point. It was bad. That's why I like that you mentioned Cameroon. In the Cameroon game, the referee was bad. And the referees in this AFCON have been, look, people pay attention to the Moroccan game. I did plenty games.
Other matches.
Mali got Haidara sent off for what as a natural body movement of clearing the ball. In the game against...
he put the team when
he cleared the ball.
Yeah.
He cleared the ball.
His leg was coming
cleared the ball.
down.
His leg is coming down.
And he
A player is going to play short. Clips the under of his boot. He's red carded when he cleared the ball. And it's not high foot. He got there first, cleared the ball. No force, nothing. No. His leg is... They gave him a straight red card. They went to VAR. They maintained. I'm saying that officiating across the entire tournament
That's been bad.
was bad. Not for Morocco, not for Cote d'Ivoire, not for anybody. For everybody, it was bad. Now, 2 years ago, it was great. Only last year or something, they sacked Due. Due, who was there? Due Niaman Church or something. He was the head of referees for CAF at the time we went to Cote d'Ivoire. And it was great. Since they sacked him, we've been struggling, not only in AFCON, even in CAF club competitions. So why are we isolating? Because everybody watches Morocco game more because atmosphere is buzzing. We limit it to them. But even Nigeria, when Nigeria played against Tunisia got a penalty that should have never been a penalty. A defender is with his attacker. His hand is behind his back. He's going to head the ball. But his hand is not stretched. Ball drops onto the hand. A penalty for Tunisia.
Go to Benin DRC.
Mbemba.
Clear penalty.
VR is not working. So
there was no Cameroon involved. There was no Morocco involved.
We had massive refereeing problems at the AFCON, and nobody should run away from it.
Because I want to say that imagine that the Benin DRC game was a Morocco, any other country. Stopped
working.
They'll say it's cheating.
They'll say it's cheating. But I'm saying
hell break loose.
It was general. Almost every team suffered it. Almost every South Africa suffered. We don't hear them, coach. South Africa were in our hotel.
They did in the Egypt game.
Almost everybody suffered it.
Yeah, they did in the Egypt game. There were so many. So my point is, there's a penalty like this. There are so many South Africans that will tell you that that's not a penalty.
When we limit it to Morocco, it's unfair. It's almost as if we had a perfect tournament with referees, and then it was only Moroccan games that with the referees were not being.
That's the thing.
But that's not the truth. There are several examples of bad officiating in this AFCON, and even in the Moroccan games, some went against them, some went for them.
Imagine the handball incident in the Nigeria game was in favor of Nigeria.
So for me, honestly, the officiating across board was bad. And we've made it a Moroccan thing, which is unfair to Morocco. Because as far as I'm concerned, I don't think I saw any game that it was clear that the referee... It's not like Ghana, Burkina Faso in 2012. And Mombela. You remember that game?
Yes, I do.
Then still for we, then give the penalty. Proper red card. Still, we lose.
Penalty shooter, we lost.
So for me, I think that CAF now has to address the officiating issue. It wasn't a Morocco thing.
So that's one side of
it. It was general.
Now, but the conduct of Senegal is where you say there has to be exemplary sanctions.
It has to be there. It really has to be there. Look,
okay.
It really, really has to be there.
And you think that whatever, by all means, it doesn't matter. Like, so you're not divided, or you're not confused about what should happen. You're clear in your mind what should happen. They must be punished. You're only concerned about how severe.
Yeah. They must be punished severely. Look, the ball boy things, the ball boy things. Morocco will be fine. And mostly, in this AFCON, this AFCON, there are several countries that were fined for a lot of misconduct. I've spoken to
quite a lot.
It's always yes, a lot of those things. So the ball boys, they will be fined, they will be punished. They know they will take it. But what Senegal did is not the same as every other thing that any other country did in this tournament. And it has to be that. The
headlines after, for me, that's what, like, we had such a superb tournament. But the conduct of Senegal, and I say this, that, Coach, I'll come to you shortly. I say this, that I fully understand the explanation for what happened. I understand the motivation for why they did what they did. Let's be honest. We're not just here to kill Senegal. Senegal have had massive reasons to complain about mistreatment from the day they landed in Rabat. At the train station when they arrived, the security arrangement there was non-existent.
Friends, I have something to say about that.
Yes, I know what you're about to say.
So Senegal, Tangier to Rabat, 2 hours, 15 minutes. But okay, they can do 1 hour, 45 minutes. Senegal decided to go with the speed train to a public train station.
Yes.
The moment the fans in Morocco knew Money, Ghana announced that they are coming, they are arriving.
In fact, the moment they were the ones that put out a statement.
Yes, that they were arriving.
At that airport.
Let's be honest. Station. Let's be honest. We are hosting a tournament in Ghana. You need to be biased. Let's imagine that we have a train station somewhere at Chimota. Then Senegal are coming. Senegalese fans are plenty in Accra already, waiting for their team. And then they hear that Senegal will arrive at the train station in Achimota, a public train station. Ghanaians want to see money. Ghanaians want to see Ghana Gay. Ghanaians want to see and the Senegalese. Where would they go? They'll go there. Now, here's the thing. The Moroccan trains, they are running on time. But you were there. There are some people who are genuinely there to board their train. They don't care about Senegal. And there are people who are genuinely there to meet the stars. Truth is, security was there, but the number of people overpowered the security. Because that wasn't the original arrangement. Mm-hmm. So Senegal chose to put themselves in that harm way. At the end of the day, we saw the security vans parked outside. But there's only little you can look. You can bring 300 security. If the people are 20,000, 200 security can't do anything. You can bring 20 security men. If the people are 500, they can't do anything. So that was the scenario.
Yes.
And they gave them 2 hotels. The first hotel, they said they don't like. Then they came to my hotel. That's my hotel. You can't say you don't like. When they came and they said they liked it, they said, oh yeah, come and take it. Look, when I get
Senegal
out of my hotel,
about security, and that's your explanation for why they shouldn't complain.
Yes.
Then they complain about hotel.
Yes. They gave them 2 hotels. Yes. They said they didn't want the first one.
Yes.
Then they came to the second one. Mm-hmm. When they chose the second hotel, when they came, me hotel, I'm Yameda. If I step out to go and take air and I'm coming back, the security was heightened. As well, it was heightened. They brought dogs, military men, police. Even after the final, going to my own hotel, I had to read the Senegalese fans plenty. I told them I'm arrested. I showed them my card. I'm a resident here. They put me and the rest of the guys on the team in a police car before they took us into the hotel because it was heightened security. Only because Senegal were there.
They got the hotel they wanted. Then they had reason to complain about training ground,
which is fair.
They said that where they asked them to go and train is the base of Morocco, and that they were afraid of being spied.
Fair, that one is fair, and they changed it for them.
Right. So they changed their training grounds for them.
Yeah.
So when they came to the pre-match press conference, Pap Fiao had a lot to say. And he said what happened at the train station was unacceptable, that these players were put in harm's way, and that somebody could have been harmed. Because if somebody had a knife there, they wanted to choke one of the players, it was easy. Because it literally, like you could say, I don't think, look, I disagree with Sicho when he says that the security was adequate. I don't think there was adequate.
I didn't say they were adequate.
Cool.
I said they were overpowered.
So I think they have reason to complain there that the security was
inadequate. But that's the FA's bad arrangement.
Yes.
Yeah. So, no, but you see, they are not responsible for the traveling team is not responsible for
that is why they say don't go by the train. They know the place.
So you are not responsible for your own security.
Do you remember when these people came here, they will come to play Ghana and they said they would drive
Zambia.
They said
Zambia.
No, it was recent. They said they would drive. They were based in say Cape Coast or something.
Yes. Oh, some game like that. Said to go. Yes.
And they went to complain that Essay. We and
South
Essay.
Africa, South Africa.
They went to
They said they
complain.
drove 5 hours.
They drove 5 hours and they went to complain. It was their decision.
Yes.
Yeah.
They give you the
But
discretion.
in
You
this
can
case,
choose.
in this case, once they arrived at the train station, once they chose that mode of transport, my personal feeling is that the security should have been more adequate. Because I've seen the images, Danike, they are bad.
No, we
the
all
players
saw
were,
it.
they were
But I'm saying
hugging
that-
players, grabbing
I'm
them.
saying as an
If
FA
they had, look, because proper security at a place like that, public park, public station, whatever, you can always, Sicho was there. He saw the way they do. If you are entering the stadium, so that kind of maze you will enter. If they formed those barricades around where the players will pass to go, I think all of this would have been prevented. So I think they have.
But which other team went through the train station?
I think quite a number.
Which other team?
I don't remember clearly, but I think quite a number. Anyway, so all I'm trying to say is that there had been a build-up of certain things that Senegal perceived were incidents that were targeted at trying to destabilize them. I know when they went into the game, obviously a goal disallowed and that sort of thing. So it felt like you can understand why they acted the way they acted, why they left the pitch. My feeling is that while I think there is a good explanation, I feel there is no justification. That still doesn't justify what they did. But coach, Sicho has brilliantly laid out the sequence of things that happened on the day. And I've brought in the background from what happened before, the days before, like 48 hours before. What does all of that say about what you make of the incident?
Fine. Before I pass any comment, I want it to be put on record that I don't support what Senegal did.
Okay.
But I understand why they did what they did.
Of course.
And maybe if I was there, I would have done exactly what they did. Look, Sergio spoke about officiating in general. But for me, the Moroccan game, every game of Morocco that I saw on TV, to some extent, they were favored. And I was asking myself, this is a very good team that don't need any favors, anything from any officiator, referee. They can play and they've got the quality to beat any team in the tournament.
Mm-hmm.
So, in fact, I just didn't understand why almost every game they played, there were some very, doubtful decisions that would go in their favor. And I was telling but Hakimi, Mazwari, the boy from Real Madrid, the midfielder, look at the quality of the goalkeeper, look at the quality of the coaching. Everything is set. This is a team on their day can beat any team in the world, in my view. Because in the last World Cup, they showed it that they are capable of beating any team in the world.
Portugal and Spain.
That's right. You put that aside. Let's go to the final. Look, every team they played against had issues before the final with officiating. Every team, especially when it got to the knockout stages. All the teams they played against, those teams or those countries had issues. And the warning signs were there that the referee should go into those games and be fair.
They won the Tanzania game with a penalty.
Yeah.
No. Brian Diaz scored. The goalkeeper couldn't carry
Diaz.
the ball in
The controversy
But
was
they should
about
have-
a penalty
but they should-
Tanzania should have had.
Yes.
Yes.
Morocco should have also had a penalty. The El Kabi, the one goalkeeper fisted El Kabi.
No. That ball, I don't think the
That was the
goalkeeper.
Nigeria
The
game.
goalkeeper didn't face the head of the player. He had a glance of the ball.
So
No, he didn't get an internal.
No. I'm just listing the game so we know in our heads the games Nimli is referring to.
Yes.
So
Tanzania should have had a clear penalty.
Exactly.
Clear.
Player was on his
Then
Clear.
there was a Cameroon
Player was
game.
already on his way down.
Is that?
Then there was a Cameroon game.
The one is
There was a
Tampa.
Cameroon.
No,
Yeah.
the one in hand.
Then
there
there
was
was
a Cameroon.
Nigeria.
Then there was a Nigeria game.
Yeah.
No, that one
And
be
then there was
different.
the Senegal.
Okay.
Look,
The one you can.
nobody can tell me that Senegal goal wasn't a goal. Nobody.
But it wasn't a goal.
Oh, it was a clear goal.
I very blew that way.
Why did he blow? Was that a foul?
That's the question.
There was no foul.
Hey, but he blew his security
No,
a goal.
that is what supports the idea that they are cheating for them.
Who said they stop playing?
Oh,
No, but I'm saying that he's questioning the officiating here. So he's saying that the referee should not.
she shouldn't have blown it because there was no foul.
Okay.
That's what.
And why did he blow? So the moment you do that, you are cheating us.
Right.
He said they pushed Hakim.
There was no push from what we saw.
There was a push, but whether it
my
was strong
son.
enough.
If that
Hakimi too was pushing him.
Massa, they were all pushing each other. Oh, Massa.
He was holding his
Hakimi
You know the
initiated
rules.
that contact.
He initiated the
You know
contact.
the rules.
Oh, Massa.
What does the rule say when two people are pushing each other and then one ends up getting on the end of the ball and attacking end? What does the rule say?
No.
It's the rule. The letter of the rule.
It's not about the
Okay,
rule.
anyway,
There was no foul in that.
Yeah, you had a lot of time to talk. So let me.
There was no foul in that.
Go on.
If the referee's intention was not to cheat Senegal, he shouldn't have disallowed that goal.
Okay.
I'm telling you honestly.
Okay,
We are playing final. The whole world is watching. You, this referee, and your assistant, and those sitting there in the VAR, you have a responsibility to the continent of Africa and to the whole world. Our dignity was at stake. You just went and messed it up. Now, when people react in the way they should,
How did they mess it up?
I just told you why did they
No, but
disallow
that
it?
incident, VAR wasn't involved.
The referee disallowed the goal.
Yeah, so VAR couldn't have been involved because the referee whistled before the goal was called. So
When it
no,
involved-
hold on. The context is important. So what happened was that even before the header to the 6-yard box, the referee had already blown his whistle. Before, was it Lamin Kamara?
Oh no, my
Ismail Assar.
Before
contribution-
Ismail Assar headed the ball.
The reason why I'm including VAR,
No, was second head of the initial.
So, no, hold on.
I'm not including VAR because of that incident. I'm including
okay.
VAR in general. The whole VAR thing was a rubbish.
Okay, cool.
We sat here, we praised VAR when they played in Cote
Cote
d'Ivoire.
d'Ivoire, correct. Yes.
The whole VAR thing was a rubbish, and it became even disastrous
Rubbish.
when it involved Morocco.
Yeah.
Can you tell me that Mboma penalty wasn't the penalty? Mboma day against Cameroon. At the time, it was 1-0.
But that penalty, see.
At the time,
do you remember, not to cut you, do you remember the Champions League game, Arsenal and Bayern?
Who initiated the contact?
last minute
Mbemo
one.
or Gabriel Jesus?
as somebody here can say,
Saka.
the point we are saying is that if it had gone the other way around, they would have awarded it to them. That is the point we are
wouldn't
making.
know that.
Oh, your muya bibi, look at the
That one
penalty they were
don't
awarded.
know.
No, but we saw the penalties they were awarded.
Go on. Yeah.
We saw the quality and the caliber of penalties they were awarded.
Were they awarded when I was in a penalty? Which one?
The first game, they and Cape Verde or whichever.
Comoros.
That Comoros, oh, to me it was soft.
Oh, which one? The one the one.
No, the Brahim Diaz one.
first
Brahim
penalty.
Diaz passed the guy.
How's the guy with the guy cut out?
No, he didn't
that
cut
clear
him.
penalty?
He didn't cut him. He be
because that
straight.
one was a
Oh, no. Go watch again. Make you watch. Go watch again.
All right, you go on.
Then Tanzania. Why weren't Tanzania giving the penalty? Why? Why?
We've asked the question.
That is the point we are making.
No, be penalty.
That is the point we are making. Now, the penalty awarded to them. Take that incident from the box, bring it anywhere on the pitch. That is not given as a foul. True or false?
Which one?
The penalty that the referee gave to Morocco
For the
In
final.
the final.
in the final. Take that incident from the penalty box anywhere on the pitch where you have the defender struggling, blocking, coming ahead the ball. That is not given as a foul. True or
It's
false?
a clear foul.
It's not a foul.
No, that's an interesting point. If that was contested in midfield, would it be a foul?
It won't be given as a foul.
If I hold you like this and I pull you.
Oh, he didn't hold him and pulled him.
Oh, he held him.
Oh, David.
Guys, relax. Make
Yeah, I didn't see him hold him. He held him like, I put, what is that?
Why?
I didn't see anything like that. He didn't hold him and pull him. And look, I don't support what Senegal did.
I get
But
you.
Sonji, let me tell you something. If you look at the Senegalese team, there was so much at stake for both teams.
Of course.
So much at stake. This is the game to crown Sadio Mane.
Farewell game.
Farewell game at the highest level. Our biggest ever football star. We will not sit for you to cheat us like that. 2, look at Sicho was there. I was not there. Sicho has clearly explained the thing. The initial gathering of the Senegalese players by the head coach was not to get them to walk off the pitch. We've seen things happen in football. Teams do disagree. Okay? Until sanity prevails, we can't continue. It involved, but have you seen? They were showing what was happening in the stands on the television. When it's Africa, they will show. But when it's Europe or somewhere, they will take all the cameras away from them.
Oh, but they didn't show it.
This one didn't show. It was social media.
Social media
videos
people
that
put
came
there.
back.
Who broke it? 2, you are asked, for me, everything that took place there, I understand why they did what they did. And they needed to send a message to the officiating that, we will not sit here for you to teach it again for the rest of the game. But look at it. When they took that stand and the penalty gone, do you see how the referee officiated again? Did you see?
You mean the extra time?
No, the extra time. I mean the rest of the game.
Yeah, of course. The rest of the game was extra.
We all saw how he officiated the game. Finchim, bring boom, nobody.
But that was how the game was going on.
No, that until he cheated, blowing the whistle when he shouldn't blow the whistle for a perfect goal. Then 2 minutes, 2 seconds, no, Uji penalty. Because time has so, and to be in time, those at the VAR, those sitting in the bar. Oh, my God, quick, so that we go home. Morocco champion. And see, it was not meant for them. I'm telling you, this is the way I see some of these things. It was not meant for them. Jack Palace come and adjust this thing.
Relax for the microphone.
Where did the name come from?
Relax for the mic.
Jack Palace.
Come and adjust.
Jack Palace.
Friend,
Yeah.
the point I'm making is, when Senegal protested, which I say I don't support, but I understand why they did that. The 30 minutes officiating, didn't you enjoy the game?
Sicho said that's how the whole game had been.
Then you could see the referee. What? So you are this good. So you can officiate like this. So you can make sure that everything is going on as the way, by the rules, everything. Wanted to squeeze the people's hand. The 90th, 89th minute. Take dubious penalty for them to win the cup. Do you think Brahim Diaz, he intentionally did the Panenka? It wasn't meant for them. It wasn't their cup.
Yeah, I think go Hunter, man.
You know, be serious.
Now you. If it was a cup, you Brahim Diaz, you've played, I think, 1 or 2 penalties in the tournament. Did he do Panenka?
Coach,
Cup is when there is cup.
Like he's done a Panenka before for Spain.
He should go and watch
championships.
Mendy. Anybody who does the Panenka against Wendy.
Hey,
Coach.
Yes.
Hey, Benzema do have some needs, you know. Take.
Oh.
So,
not be Benzema.
Coach,
Benzema
do you know
Edison.
Coach, do you know the checkmate?
I go do
Do I know what?
Do you know the checkmate for the point you just made? I'm about to checkmate you. You said it wasn't meant for them.
Yes. And you're Mudia. And you say penalty. Look,
So
some of these things, we
wait.
just go there to compete.
No
The
problem.
destiny has who win.
Fantastic. So
I'm
you're
telling
saying that it was destined that it was always going to be Senegal.
Senegal.
In that case, why was what Senegal did necessary? Because then they could have just not decided not to do all the protests, and he would have still missed the penalty if it was meant for them.
It was part of the process to ensure that destiny prevailed. Destiny don't just happen, though. It's process.
No, that's
It's
the
part
whole
of
point
the
of
process.
destiny.
It's part. No,
It means it's predetermined.
look, it's predetermined by who?
So
Not you,
it
not
was
me.
predetermined.
But the one who predetermines it, which is above you and I. That's the point I'm making.
Has put some misbehavior in there.
You
Or
see,
you.
I don't support.
Correct the referee's misbehavior.
That is it. Thank you, Achu. Referee not misbehaving. He needed to be brought back to his senses. Didn't finch him. Look at the stars on parade. Mane, Hakimi. Look, all the best players you can think about all on parade. Didn't finch him. Did you see where the goal came from? Sumptuous.
Started with money.
Look, Bono. Inside the net. No goalkeeper stops that. Did we see that goal coming? Man, while I was watching the game, I told the people that when they come back, first half of extra time, Senegal will score. This game will not go into penalties. One Kake Ekume, Kudi.
And you realize Morocco played like 16 minutes of extra time with 10 men.
It's over to them.
They had exhausted their subs.
Yes.
And then one person who had come and got injured.
Yes. So you are saying, what should CAF do? I've seen some interesting suggestions on X, on TikTok, on the CAF should ban who? Senegal. From what? From what? For bringing the referee to his senses?
The means they used to do that, it's not in the rule book.
Could they have used any other means?
They could have.
Like what?
I don't know. Stayed on the pitch, let Brahim Diaz miss, and continue.
They came back.
Just like they did. They wasted 20 minutes. You can't do
They
that.
didn't waste 20 minutes.
Yeah,
they alone didn't waste 20 minutes.
did.
Morocco also wasted 20
They
minutes.
didn't waste any 20
They were
minutes.
fighting with the people. They were also involved in the chaos.
No, they weren't.
They were. They were.
It wasn't.
They were.
They were.
But you there?
Why if they get? Why? If they, hold on, I'm saying.
Regragui got involved. Was it?
They were.
Why the Senegalese players waiting for them while they were doing
they
that?
were not. When Regragui
They were.
You're not getting the point. Where were the Senegalese players
They're
waiting for
trying
them?
to absorb them of blame.
I'm trying to tell you that when Senegal were doing their things, Morocco was waiting for them on the pitch. They didn't come.
But the whole
they found the devil finds work for the idle hand.
Before they went off the pitch, the Regragui altercation happened before they left the pitch.
But you can't punish Regragui for that.
He is saying they played no part, and I'm saying they
played some part into it.
In fact, what
caused the whole thing? It was because of the Senegalese scandal.
narration. What escalated Thiaw to even leave was that conversation with Regragui.
And the fans issue. Which some of the Senegalese players even went to beg them to
you
calm
are the
down.
one saying Morocco had no part.
No. It's like trash talking.
Let
Then
me
you
make
react
my
and you say it's my fault.
Let me make
How?
Without that,
It's part of the game. If I trash talk you, then you vex
But
me.
it is
Why
your
they not
benefit.
punish?
Then why
Why they not punish? Why they not punish?
Let me make my point.
Defender.
Let me make my point.
Why they not punish Materazzi?
Let me make
Because
my
he say
point.
something.
The referee was silly.
Let me make my point.
So they should have punished Materazzi.
The referee was silly.
For what?
Materazzi for what?
As a personal principle, I have never believed that anyone who provokes another player should walk free.
Yes.
It is nonsense.
If you can prove that he provoked the person, Zidane says that's what Materazzi
Yeah,
said.
because you're
Materazzi
aware
said
that
it's
it's mine.
true.
Because you're coming to tell us that.
What's Zidane did? All of us saw it.
If they tell
That's
us say that, how would you?
Materazzi should cast or cast.
If somebody said no, the provocation you are talking about, if it's verbal,
that is
and it
why,
provokes you into taking an action, if
that
your
is-
action will see you.
That is why the referee has to
Zidane
understand the
not on board
context
that
before
How would they
sending
understand the
someone.
context? The referee can
context again.
the referee can try to understand by saying what happened here. Then hold on. Situation.
You are
Hold on,
preaching the
You
rules
say
to me.
make out yourself,
I'm telling
man.
you that
and I
me.
say I didn't say that.
Do you know what Zidane
How would
did?
you
Look,
understand?
I'm telling you that me, I've never been a
if
believer in
Zidane
that
had
rule.
not head-batted or headed Materazzi into his chest, I would have headed Zidane into his chest if I'd seen him. You dare not address my mother like that.
Who said he addressed his mother like that?
Zidane said so.
Why do you believe this?
Zidane on board them.
No, Materazzi on board them. Okay.
Wabadam. It's not permanent. So the point I'm making is
Continue on your point.
the point I'm making is sanctions.
Yeah, sanctions.
If you look at this,
You've already stated that
you can't ban
you don't
them.
support.
What do you mean? Ban
So
them
you don't
for-
support what they did.
I don't support, but I understood
Yes.
up to now.
So because you
my
are-
understanding of what they did is clear.
So that absolves them of. So you're saying your understanding of what led to the incident should, by all means, be justifiable. Should make the action justifiable.
Listen, something that I admit was wrong in terms of how they went about it.
Yeah.
For the fact that I understand what they did, you have to be very fair in the judgment. But when you call about ban them for what?
What would you consider? So I'm just asking you, what would you consider if?
Just look at the situation and read through the situation. If there's some fun, find them and let's move on. Simple. That's my
And if
point.
it happens again,
The referees should start behaving.
no. I'm saying that. So every time a team feels,
This is not about a team feels. Nobody felt anything.
it
was clear they were being cheated. What do you mean they feel?
And they acted based on what they felt was happening.
Not based on what they felt. What was happening?
Everything is subjective. So it comes down to feeling.
Let me make my point. I understand what Senegal did. So let me make my point on Senegal. The point I'm making is Senegal had to do what they do. They had to do that to bring the referee to order.
I understand.
No,
I understand
you
that
see,
point.
the big men sitting there, they all had their
head in their hands.
Who they wanted to win the cup. Nobody can convince me. From the CAF president to whosoever ruling CAF, they all wanted Morocco to win. That is why there are times that referees, officials are to be called to order, even during recess, in games.
No.
You do these things to correct them.
That one.
So why is it that
has to be better? Yeah, I agree.
And so what is the problem?
But Senegal still did something.
And I'm saying I understand what they did.
Great.
You can punish,
because of
but
that,
the punishment should not lead to them being. Don't ban them.
Ban them.
I'm not saying they shouldn't be punished. Look at the situation. Find some fine and give to them and move on. You ban our.
I get you.
What are you talking about?
I'm saying that, and you established the precedence there.
Didn't they win the cup fairly? Didn't the goal they scored to win the cup, was it not a perfect goal?
You made your point.
And
you established that precedence from there on.
Yes.
That every time a team now feels like someone
I didn't say
them.
that. You are putting words in my mouth. Have you heard?
No, I said no. I didn't say that's what you said. I said once they do that, they find them. Going forward, that precedence will be established.
No, you see, you can find them now. You see, you can find them now because this thing, you can find them now and go and tighten the rules. That going forward, if you take such an initiative, this is the automatic punishment. You can tighten it.
No, but because they already rules, so
the rule says they should be banned.
No. When you bring the game into dispute in attempt of abandoning the game, they've got ranges of punishment.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. So go through.
It can go as far as being suspended from the
so their ranges. And I'm saying that as part of the outline ranges of punishment, common sense will have to prevail.
It's like the City case. They are saying City can go as far as being banned from expelled from the Premier League and go all the way to the.
But there are rules that will say just find them some small money, they pay, they issue a query, something, don't do that again. We move on. Then you can go back and tighten the rules if you wish. But look, let nobody ever sit down anywhere, including the people at CAF, suggest that Senegal should be banned. Should be banned for what? They won the game fairly. They won the game with a delicious, what's the name of the player who struck
Pap Gay.
Pap Gay, eh? Is that the name? Gay?
Yeah,
Pap Gay. Look at the pap and the gay nature of the shot.
It is a part of the play song for the VRO.
Senegal.
Look, one thing that, before I bring Danny in, Coach, you made your point. So punish them, but
don't ban them.
Be sensible about it.
Yeah, be sensible about the punishment.
Yeah.
You want to ban I hear people saying they should ban them from going to the World Cup. One of our best team, no,
hold on, guys. Do you know that the issue that Sicho and Coach have both spoken about and talking about how the referee was cheating for Morocco, that Coach mentioned that point, but Sicho made a point, and both of them made the point about like the general poor officiating. Do you know that if the referee on the night was actually a referee worth his salt, Morocco should have been champions.
You should have ended the game.
Why is nobody talking about that?
Yeah.
Morocco should be champions the moment Senegal walked off the pitch.
Because he knew he was cheating. And the people that should have called him to end the game. They should have. No, we are educating them.
Yeah.
You see, when you are in the wrong,
so the moment
you don't take decisions when you are wrong.
Say the moment he knew he was wrong.
That's why he knew he was wrong.
Feeling. You can't officiate the game based on feeling.
So
you follow rules.
You should have applied the rules then.
Yes. So I'm saying that if we apply the rules strictly, Senegal will not be champion. And I want you to know that.
And I want you to know also that
that's the point I'm getting.
In applying the rules, you see, when the rules favors you in a certain way and you cheat and we don't look, in applying the rules, they knew that they are guilty guilty conscience. That referee, he knew.
You can't use
Say,
your conscience.
He should have rules. He should have ended the game. He should have ended the game. Why didn't he
and
end
given the trophy to Morocco.
That's on him.
He
And
should
the
have.
match commission.
That is it. They should have ended it.
So that's what I'm
But
saying.
they knew they were at fault.
We are talking about.
They knew they were at
The
fault.
rule is clear. The disciplinary code is clear.
Me, they also see me.
It is clear. Article 16.
That's what I'm saying.
If a match cannot take place or cannot be played in full for reasons other than force majeure, but due to the behavior of a team,
They're not a referee. They're not a referee.
Oh, no, it doesn't mention
They're not a referee.
No.
That is the problem with the rule. That is the problem. You see, when people are in charge of something, they are never to be blamed for anything.
But coach, why is that when the referee gave the foul on what led to the goal, they didn't walk off?
That's where they started the protest.
No.
You let them make
That was where they started the protest.
All right, cool.
They didn't protest there.
You go on.
Why did he decide? I mean, before he
coach.
the point I'm making is that goal that he decided, hey, Aquano, don't ye to me. That referee, his mind was all Morocco win. Darkness was in his brain because why should you whistle before? Why should you do that?
All right, Danny, go on.
That's the point. You see, fana pa capiti or your breast Senegal for my bread. Obi abrebu. You see, I support you, friend. God bless you. He should have ended the game and given the cup to Morocco.
That's what the law said.
He should have ended giving the cup to Morocco because
forfeiture.
that game, if it is clearly played on that particular day, there was no way Morocco was going to beat Senegal.
It's forfeiture. Clear forfeiture.
He should have ended it, but he knows, and this one, a body through. DK, now you can flow.
You have the floor.
At the end of the day, it's all subjective.
Right.
That's the thing about football. And that's why sports needs a high level of tolerance, especially the main actors. If you don't have tolerance, you have no business playing football. Because aside offsides, there is no factual decision in football. Everything else is subjective. Everything. The fact that we are 5 in a room, 3 of us think it's a penalty, 2 don't think a penalty, that doesn't mean that majority has carried the day. It is still subjective. So opinions will vary. At the end of the day, that's why you need tolerance to just respect the referee's decision.
Even if you disagree.
Even if you disagree. Look, this tournament that has been played, I was telling somebody that even before the start of the competition, there's a certain narrative, and whether we like it or not, especially when competitions are being hosted in North Africa, it's something that is there. Maybe they've also contributed to that factor. But everybody goes into the competition knowing that the host nation is going to be favored. Because there are certain incidents that have happened in the past that has shaped this narrative. So from day one, before Morocco kicked the ball, everybody was under the impression Morocco are going to be favored. But it's very important for some of these nuances. If you are watching the game with the mindset, the referee is going to cheat for Morocco, you overlook every other thing that goes against them and highlight everything that goes in their favor. Even the first game, do you remember there was a VAR incident after on the stroke of halftime when the referee was called VAR?
Comoros game.
Comoros game. Morocco wanted a penalty. Referee was called VAR. He looked at it and gave it against Morocco. Said that Brahim Diaz used his hand to control the ball. But the VAR called him to look at the contact between the defender who completely miskicked. And when he was bringing his leg down, it touched Brahim Diaz and he went down. Referee overlooked that and said, before that happened, there was a handball. It would have been very easy for the ref to say, yes, there was contact. Because that's why he was called to VAR. And you know a funny thing? That's the same referee that ref the final. It's the same guy. But he said, no, it's not a penalty. And the Comorans, He
actually told VAR that VAR missed the handball.
VAR missed the handball.
VAR is telling him, look at the contact.
Look at the contact. So they went back, he looked at it and said, nah, Brahim Diaz used his hand to control the ball. That's what started it. So it's not a penalty, it's a foul for Comoros. And they celebrated it. Yeah. But everybody forgets. And everybody's looking at the penalty incident that happened earlier in the game And now we all saying it's not a penalty. So as for Morocco, when you chuck them in the box, it's not a penalty. It's not a foul because they are going to cheat.
But like you said, no, or the Shank can ball now, a foul nearby. It's a foul ball against Morocco.
But there was a context.
But
There's foul
context.
before contact.
There's context. Look, it's also very important the fisting thing. We've seen it several times, especially at high-profile competitions, major competitions, the Euros.
Yeah.
If you remember Euro 2020, France, Portugal, that's a similar thing that happened. Portugal got their penalty by the Lloris punched one guy, Danilo in the head, missed the ball. Ronaldo Tassu, the ball was in the back of the net. But Okabi didn't get that decision his way twice, and it was clear there was contact. We saw it at the World Cup also with Messi, even the Messi one, and I'll come back to that example. Look, at the end of the day, the decisions are subjective. So me, I disagree with that decision, the Hakimi thing. I don't think it was a foul. I think the referee should have waited for the play because again, if the referee is following VAR procedure, there are certain things that they do, especially when it's so close, when it's a goal scoring
You allow the
scenario,
sequence to complete.
you allow the sequence. As soon as the ball touches the net, you blow your whistle. But I also say that mistakes like this have been made in the past, where referees believe their decision so much, they straight away blow the whistle. Man, you Arsenal, a couple seasons ago.
Oh, this actually happens a lot.
Corner came in, the gear punches the ball out. When he lands, Fred stamps on him.
Yes.
Referee looks at the thing, EJI. Arsenal shoots the ball. The ball enters. Yeah, the ball enters before the referee blows his whistle. And he's like, oh, I goofed. Because he didn't think it was a foul. What he saw was Man United's player fouled the goalkeeper. But at the end of the day, when the goalkeeper is down, you have to stop. But he was interpreting it. It wasn't an Arsenal player who fouled you, so play can continue. But he slacked because his whistle was late. That was a mistake. It cost United, but it was a mistake. When those things happen, we don't get up and say that the referee is cheating for this person, the referee is cheating for this person, so you won't play. Mistakes happen. And again, I was telling somebody, when the referee goes to his match review panel and he's asked to explain why he disallowed the goal, it is simple language. Was there contact? Yes. Hakimi and the Senegal guy Sek had their hands on each other. Was there contact? Yes, there was. What are the rules pertaining to incidents like that? It's that simple.
It's the book.
So if you read the rules and you know the rules, the one who seems to gain advantage from that contact is punished.
Yes.
So when he saw that and the referee was looking at it all along, he feels like the contact was enough for Hakimi to fall. Hakimi goes down and he blows the whistle. Do I think he was wrong? Yes, I do think he was wrong. But at the end of the day, I think he should have given himself the opportunity for a review, which he didn't. Play continues. And then Malik Diop has his hand on Brahim Diaz and pulls him down. Again, where was the direction of the ball? It was coming towards the two of them. Would Malik El Hadj Diouf would he have been able to head the ball if he hadn't taken Diaz out of the way? No. The only way he would have been able to clear the ball was to take Diaz out of the way. And he did it.
He deleted Diaz.
Referee.
If like you don't delete Diaz, look for the ball. He delete him.
You're a foolish guy.
Oh, he delete. Oh, my true. He delete him.
He delete him.
Diaz quick.
No, he not be pull up.
Oh,
He just brush it. Just shoulder.
I delete the guy.
Zico
Like you delete him.
Zico am. No be foul.
So, is Zico Diaz? No? You understand? Is Zico Diaz?
But when you use the word Zico am, they confirm say no be foul.
Okay. He delete him.
Right, delete him.
So, he deletes Diaz, no? Remember, referee didn't call for a foul.
No.
Referee said play on.
Play on.
And Morocco came, as they were protesting, referee said, calm down.
I'm listening to something.
I'm listening to something. So VR immediately said that something has happened in the box.
Have a look.
Now again, to those who are saying that others were holding each other in the box, the rules are there. Charlie, if you're a football fan, you don't understand the rules. You frustrate me. Because how can you love the game so much and you can't interpret these small things?
When somebody is cheating,
When they are-
say the rule, the person is cheating.
Coach, relax.
Look, when there are multiple incidents, what do the rules say? You punish the most severe one. What in this context is the most severe one? The one that stopped the goal scoring opportunity.
The one that
It's as simple. So if the referee goes to match review panels, this one if I'm even talking for, I don't even agree with him, but I'm talking for him because it's simple language. At the end of the day, he calls it back and he gives it. I'm saying that Senegal would not have walked off the pitch had their goal been disallowed in the first half.
Hadn't been disallowed.
If that goal had been disallowed in the first half,
that happened in the first half, yeah.
they wouldn't have walked off.
They knew it was done.
They knew it was a penalty, and Amari was crying. He knew he goofed. He put his hand on his head and he was crying. To rectify, yes. He knew it was done. He be irate. He knew it was done. He knew he had made a mistake. Look at his body. The guy was crying. The guy, he went to Mane and was trying to explain himself and he put his hand on his head and he was crying. He was in tears.
I'm sorry, man.
He was crying because the referee, they have awarded the penalty.
Relax.
Bottom line is, you can't walk off the pitch. You can't do that. Full stop.
For whatever reason. Full stop.
Unless force majeure.
Which they didn't do.
And thank you.
Which
and
they
that one
didn't do.
safe. The referee will order you off.
But again, which they didn't do.
You
They
can't
didn't walk off the pitch.
You can't walk
they
off
went
the
to
pitch.
the
Your narrative, they had to be calm.
They even went to the dressing room. What are you saying?
They walked off.
No, they walked off because there was
Eventually they walked off.
Eventually, they went to the dressing room.
So they walked off due to safety reasons.
Due
to safety reasons.
Even that in the rules, the team doesn't take command from their
can't do
coach.
that.
Yes.
It is the referee and the match commissioner who order
Yeah,
you
referee
off.
or CC
draw
or
the attention.
referee
And
is
they
Draw
not
the attention. And at
This
the end of
referee
the
is
day,
It doesn't matter.
The referee is
It
cheating
doesn't
them.
matter. He
when
still
City
has
was
the
talking,
power.
you didn't talk. When you were talking, we kept quiet.
I said
If I'm talking, you are
relax.
choking me.
And they talk
You see,
when
coach, no, if you slack and you make coach talk first, and he has cleared his
why
own, he will choke you,
You
sir.
see, now they have galvanized themselves.
No, they did not galvanize anything. It's okay.
You talk.
You made all those points already.
I told them,
Then
I
you
know
just
say
keep
you-
repeating
I
yourself.
I know that you face facts and you say the truth.
In the whole partner.
As for you, they understand. I told you.
He won't bribe you. He won't bribe you. He won't bribe you.
You know I can give you the best gift, isn't it?
Also, that you have a chance to chip in. To the game. Come on.
You talk the things in the way they laugh. You mean like you make happy. You make happy. Look, bottom line is you can't walk off the pitch. You can't for whatever reason. And for me, I want to, because we are here now, I want to address, because I've seen like comments on social media and things, especially people from our side. I'm saying that, see, if you condone this thing that Senegal is doing from today, because I know our people will do it, the season is not over. Next season will be there. You have no moral right to call out any Ghana Premier League team that decides to walk off the pitch
League, I say,
because they feel like the referee is cheating them. You have no moral right to. In fact, look, if the referee had followed the rules strictly, it's either what constitutes in game abandonment. As for that one, the referee must agree with the match commissioner. It can be 30 minutes, 1 hour. If the two of them don't believe, it can be. So that one is very subjective. But it is clear. If you delay the restart, what Senegal did, again in the rules, the CAF website, open it. It's all the
everywhere.
iPad is there. If you delay restart, yellow card.
Everybody.
There were 3 Senegalese players on yellow cards as at the time they walked off.
Those should have been
When they were coming back,
2 second yellow.
Mendy, the one who saved the penalty, should have had a red card because he already had a yellow card. My friend, El Haj Malik Diouf should have had a yellow card.
The one who caused the penalty.
After the thing, they gave him a yellow card and
yeah.
then he walked off. And then the last one is it be like the Mamadou Sarr.
The referee go see the things off. You see now the thing no be only foul, it be yellow card.
Yellow card.
Wait, delete the guy.
You
You can't delete a player like that. You can't delete a player like
No,
that.
if you do that. Alt F4.
But again, you know that even if Senegal had played 7 against 11, they would have won.
We don't care about that one. You
Senegal.
make your point. We don't care about that one.
Point is,
The CAF was
even
there.
the one who saved the penalty shouldn't have been on the pitch.
The other one is Ismail Assar.
Ismail Assar.
He protect. He went descent.
Messi, he didn't save the penalty.
He caught it.
This guy, if you watch the penalty, the Brian Diaz guy, as he do the Panenka guy, Mendy just pulled the ball towards him. You are cool, yeah. You see, he pulled the ball to his bosom. I hope you saw that. When he chipped the ball, this is also the ball that he just drew the ball.
Look, so that was and I think you see, even in the midst of the chaos, that's why I respect the referee on that side, because he himself understood that tensions were high, and if he stuck to the rules, something else would have happened.
True. Security issues.
He just allowed everything to calm down.
Common sense, no.
So when you look at the Moroccan statement and you look at some of the things that they have genuine reason.
They do have.
Like
They
of the law.
Yeah,
quote the law.
according to the law,
They should give them the cap.
They quote the law. They quote the law. The law is the law.
Yeah.
The law governs the game.
They should give them the cap. That is what they want. They should go and take. We also
No problem.
on the field they didn't win. They want to use backdoor to take the cap.
If they win, they'll give them the cap.
That they didn't win.
No, I mean, if they win the case, they'll give them the cap.
Which case? If they like, they should call a rematch. Go and play it in the house of the president of Morocco. Senegal will win. I'm telling you honestly.
That's a different matter.
that's another different matter.
They should call rematch. Look.
So and it pained me that they did that thing.
The headlines.
Because look, it is okay if you disagree with a penalty. It happens everywhere. It's okay if you're on the touchline and you are arguing.
And that's why Manny apologized after. That's why
one thing to
apologized after.
It's another thing to walk
in fact, Manny said specifically that the referee can make mistakes and we can disagree with the referee. But I don't think that
It's
walking off
sportsman like
and the coach said
agree to
that upon reflection,
He shouldn't
I
have
should
done
not
that.
have
They know.
ordered
If you all agree to.
They know.
Everybody agrees. I agree with that.
So he knows he was wrong.
No, nobody has said they were right here. Has anybody said
Good.
they were
So
right?
then he should take the punishment in peace.
So no,
I think
the
that
punishment, like
when they
there
can't-
are what? Use range of punishment. Since you said it, you are conversant with the rule. A range of punishment. Mean the punishment I'm saying that you can't ban them. That one they don't bring you for inside.
Go on.
Look. And again,
It's a range of punishment. So
And the range is big.
big. Just look through and
you
then
can blast them. You can blast them.
Blasting part of the
Yeah, you can write a
just
strongly
look
worded
through
letter.
and then write and then find them.
Strongly worded letter to Senegal. But look, it has to be there. Because this thing that they've done,
at the highest level.
they messed up the ending of
What was a fabulous
what was a
tournament.
super tournament, a very well organized tournament. They messed it up.
Africa's number 1 versus Africa's number 2.
Bro, it hasn't
This
happened
is
before.
Emmanuel.
In an AFCON final. It don't happen before. It don't happen before. It don't happen before. It don't happen before.
No.
So, very disappointing. I think CAF needs to take strong action. What would I suggest as punishment?
Good.
A suspended sentence. You see, when you are going to punish you, like what they've done to my brother, Ronaldo, then for ban, they have the discretion to ban him or not. But at the end of the day, if they ban away, you go the World Cup, it will affect them. So they suspend the sentence. Africa's best team has to be at the World Cup.
Simple.
And they have to represent Africa to
Simple.
the best of their ability.
Of course,
so the
now.
coach must be there, the players must be
Everybody will have to be there.
there. So I'll wait after the World Cup. The next AFCON qualifiers, they'll start with -6.
Is that not before the World Cup though? The AFCON qualifiers. Wouldn't it come before the World Cup?
No. March is
The
friendlies,
first one.
June
But
is...
that one is for the prelims. That's
So that one, the big boys know the inside.
Yeah.
To do the draw for the main one after the World Cup. So I think we'll start in September.
Speaking of which, but it's a side issue, so I don't want to disrupt you. Go on. But banning now come on at the AFCON 2028, it will not happen. 27, it will not happen. There's no time to play
we
the
don't get the
qualifiers.
time.
I don't see what time we squeeze
There's
this
no
year.
time.
Look,
And if you don't finish the qualifiers this year, and it goes into next year, it means you can't hold in January.
No,
And the summer-
it means you have to do it next year, December, like we did. Let's say December, like we did for this time.
December,
In December, January,
2028.
like we did this year. That'll be the only other way.
Look, quickly, let me wrap up.
Yeah, go on.
Look, and in fact, I'll this matter we are talking about, I'll add it in. See, the punishment, no. Pap Tiao. He
Coach,
me those
the
things.
one who was doing this.
Those things, no. If you find them, the federation will cater for it.
Easy.
And if 110 million, how much can you find them that they will be?
So he
Another suspended punishment.
touchline ban for like 20 matches.
Right.
So that would mean like 2 years they will not have their head coach. Something that will cost them.
Sit
You
on the
see,
stand and coach.
then Morocco themselves, for the towel incident,
Towel FC.
yes, stadium ban, 6 matches. 6 matches will
No,
be
no,
the entire
towel incident too
AFCON
deserves some fire
qualifiers.
because
No,
that
yeah.
was so
That one, they
inappropriate.
don't find them big
Yes.
punish them.
Yeah. I mean, you can't do that.
No.
Your ball boys cannot be fighting a
can't do that.
professional
player.
footballer.
What if the guy took
Hey,
the
you
hand
can't
like
do
this?
that. You can't do that.
If he injure the guy, self.
For Morocco,
Can you trust me?
Yeah.
Pull the guy.
So
They
they
pull the
play-
guy.
The one that shocked me, not even Hakimi, like you were saying, there's a video showing that some fan was edging. Saibari, why was he
Hey, somebody
standing?
stand there.
Why are you standing
And the
there?
moment they put professional footballer on the actually,
They were wrestling the professional footballer.
So
They play a role.
that is
So that would be different.
Yeah, so
It's
Morocco
not in
to
the
say
hands
that's
of
Morocco
them.
game stadium ban.
6-game stadium ban. So they that every day they are opening their doors for people to come and play home matches. They should start looking for a home ground.
Alternative venues.
I will send them
Empty
there.
stadium, bro. Empty.
No,
No,
empty
away
stadium.
from home.
Away from home. You play
from
Morocco.
Morocco.
You play Morocco. Stadium ban.
So the people who don't have stadiums go and play
Go
there.
but they don't go and play
The
away.
ref.
And then as for the referee, I told you if he goes to
Subjective
match
decision.
review
Okay,
panel,
cool.
he's free.
Okay, cool.
But lastly, see, we can't sit here as a continent and act. See, I'm so disappointed in Africa.
Okay, listen.
AFCON 2021, you couldn't do it in 2021. You had to do it in 2022 because somebody wasn't ready. The following AFCON, the other host too wasn't ready. They had to give it. Morocco have been CAF's savior for the past 4 years. Anytime something happens, they are ready to save the continent.
Yes, of course.
So at the end of the day, Massa, you can say connive or not. These things, Boga, CAF, if you're a parent and you have a child who is always looking out for you constant and you have some loose 20 Ghana as against some kiddie where they call you then things, you give it to the one that is showing you favor. It's normal. It's not. I'm not saying they are cheating for them. But
he's saying that it is not wrong for us to feel like we owe Morocco an
Who
AFCON.
owes them? Senegal doesn't owe them.
I'm not saying we owe them.
I'm not
I'm not saying we owe them the title. I'm not even talking about footballing. I'm not talking about footballing.
Senegal doesn't owe them anything. That's why they
No,
beat them.
Senegal, no worries. But I'm saying that it is not wrong for anybody to feel like.
I'm saying this to say that when the punishments come and you see that Morocco having had a proper stern punishment, don't be surprised.
Game ban. Don't
be surprised. And me, I think they deserve it. But if they don't give it to them,
we move.
But
Senegal don't punish them.
We wouldn't have done the last 2 women's AFCONs if not for Morocco. We didn't have done it.
There's a third one coming.
And there's a third one. They are going to do that one.
Even
too.
the U7,
U20, U23, U20. We
U20.
wouldn't have done it because all of them host pulled out.
But you forget Cote d'Ivoire pulled out.
Yes.
Cote d'Ivoire hosted an AFCON. They were supposed to host
a week or say 2 weeks before the start of the
Yeah, they said
competition.
They said they will do it. And you forget after the AFCON, after 23 AFCON,
Morocco say come.
they said no.
They said no, go do.
Those are the people who are ruining African football.
No, I've
the
not
ones
said
that
anything.
will collect the thing and say, we'll do it 2 weeks.
No, but that is not the subject for discussion.
No.
True. That's not the subject
That's a
for
different
discussion.
matter.
We can talk about
That's a different matter. Yeah.
No more.
That's a different matter. Don't box it.
Yeah. But to end, I'm just saying, let's go back to Qatar. I told you I'll come back to this matter. Let's go back to Qatar 2022. When a cross came in and Wojciech Szczesny stretched his hand to try and save the ball. The ball went over him. And then a tiny Lionel Messi, who was not even making any attempt to head the ball, was just cool. He's a cool guy. He that on Panenka. Cool guy. He was at the back post.
What do I say? Is it necessary?
Oh, it's very, very necessary. It's very necessary. Cool guy. On he not do anything. He just did the back post there. They wait.
Take your hand, put him back.
Take your hand, put him. But I know say Messi there on Panenka. In fact, he do like so cool, neat boy.
Chalk
No
for
dirty
them.
self. He chalk. And as Szczesny was coming down, his hand knocked Messi in head. Messi talk, see, referee no blow for penalty. Messi talk, AJP penalty. If Messi no open him off safe, ref no go do anything. They say, Aji, P, penalty. You see, I don't hear anything when make everybody come out for there. Then show the replay. No excessive force. Normal gravity.
Natural body come down.
And you see, Argentina had to win that game. They had to win that game because they had lost their opening game. They had to win. Then they gave them penalty. Are we now saying that Wojciech Szczesny and Lewandowski should have said, won't play again? Because there were also narratives that FIFA were cheating for Argentina.
I remember.
So,
I didn't see
Poland
narrative.
You didn't see it.
So no problem. We are not talking about what you saw. We are talking about what happened. So if we didn't see that,
if not for today,
we are not even talking about what he saw.
It was a clean game. Messi won the game cleanly.
You didn't see his okay.
If not for today, I never heard that somebody was saying Morocco were going to cheat. I never heard it. To be today, no, we could I never heard it.
Got beat.
Bottom line is, they sacked the team, they took it. It was unfair. Messi even missed the penalty. Messi even missed the penalty. But at the end of the day, it be like the Enzo them so somebody scored a goal. Even later on in the competition, my friend Levakovic,
Croatia.
They
stand in some way. Julian Alvarez,
he say, hey, he can't stand in somewhere. He did there. Alvarez nicked the ball. He shoots the ball, finish. Where the ball miss, when the referee say P, the back of his thing say it be offside. Say, referee, me, penalty. By that time, the narrative had been growing that they are cheating for Argentina. Should Croatia have gone? And then the final one.
Oh, Dembele clipping body.
Oh, Charlie.
Dembele clip in body.
With an agenda.
No. It's an example.
It's legit.
It's okay. Let's go.
No. It runs through it. The tolerance level is it runs through.
It runs through. I mentioned different games.
Yes.
My punchline said be Netherlands. Thank you very much. Second half.
Messi catch ball. It's already on a yellow card.
Why all the
sorry.
Messi jump catch the ball.
Because Morocco,
I'm saying
Messi jump catch the ball.
I'm not saying host. I'm saying the narrative, perceived narratives.
Yes.
You have to understand what I'm saying.
I guess you. I get you.
No. Make I talk the last example. Why they do so?
Trasam has to talk.
Trasam will talk. The way they do it is I don't want to make it talk.
They can't support fair.
See, Paredes ran when he put Ake. When the ref blow P foul, as he was removing the yellow card, Paredes then proceeded to boot the ball into the that's second yellow card. That's red card. Yeah. That's red card. When Van Dijk say, now this foolish boy, Van Dijk no touch him. He just ran away.
The guy bounce and the guy fly.
It will forget red card. It will forget red card.
No, he don't touch him.
But why you push him?
No, push him.
What you do?
Stand there. He just ran away. Stand there. Walk up. When the guy fall, when the guy say, what's up? Why they floor?
Delete from the frame.
Say, why they floor? Appear or you did floor? But that was 2 yellow cards, 1 incident. And the Dutch players protested that you were removing the yellow card for the first incident. This one is the second one. Why are you not giving
when Van Dijk to if you react, you forget red card already.
Messi get yellow card when he deliberately touch the ball. That's a second yellow card. Bottom line is
no significance.
There were perceived biases towards Argentina.
You were not the host.
There were certain narratives. You don't need to be the host.
Qatar no be to bias towards Qatar.
Now Morocco.
There were certain narratives, but at no point did all these decisions that even today we still disagree. At no point those teams walk off the pitch. They still played, and they all lost, and they all went home. Yes. And Argentina have the trophy.
Senegal did they won,
and they won the World Cup.
Senegal did they won.
Celebrated.
Yeah. Senegal did they won,
and they are still world champions.
To tease other people.
Thank you. We'll keep teasing other people too.
Yeah.
You can't do that. And we simply can't condone it.
And we can't
because if we start it, it's a slippery slope.
There must be a punishment. But like I said, there's a wide range. So just go in between and pick the.
You got the last word on this. You've been listening very quietly and very keenly.
Metawachi. Kai.
Look, I love Senegal. Growing up, I had a soft spot for them. And I think watching them at this World Cup, at this AFCON was...
You know...
You watch.
Them a kasa, metawachi, kasa. Kasa metawachi.
Go.
Look, watching them at this AFCON just confirmed to me that they are now big boys and they behave like big boys. Right from beginning to the end, including the behavior that some people dispute. If you look at the way they approached the final, it was the way our Black Stars were behaving 10, 15 years ago. Around the time we had our sequence of consecutive semi-finals. And
2012, Nadia Day.
When they qualified for the final, the first alarm bell they raised was that they didn't like the Mohammed V Football Academy Center. It was not because they thought the facility was not good. They said security-wise, it would not be prudent for them to use a facility that still had CCTV cameras installed, cameras that were controlled by the Moroccan government and the Moroccan FA. That was because if they had used that facility, that would have been the final handed over to Morocco. But that sense of awareness and maturity comes from being alive and having been to
people
multiple
on the ground
competitions and going deep into the tournament and seeing how the minute details can create an advantage for the opponents. And so they said they didn't want it. But that facility was fit for purpose. I mean, in 2019, Morocco spent $69 million to renovate it. So there's no question marks about its suitability. But in that context, it was not something that Senegal should have gone for. Then they said that the security arrangements that Morocco had made for them were not satisfactory in terms of the arrival party and the security detail that were supposed to host them. Look, I think Senegal, again, knew what they were doing because they could have requested for additional security when they chose that travel route. But the way I see it, they wanted it to add to the list of things that will create disaffection for Morocco and enhance the narrative that Morocco are out against them and play the victim. And it worked. Because when you are playing against the host nation, as we have seen, everything that can go wrong against you will go wrong. And so you need to start putting in the work to reverse everything even before the game starts. And I don't take these things for granted. So right from the decision not to use the facility that was given to them, the hotel, the security, look, they were deliberate in putting out the specific time that they were going to arrive at the train station. Basic security etiquette will tell you that that was an own goal. They should not have done that. And that's why I absolutely believe Senegal did that on purpose. It is not their first rodeo. In the last 5 AFCONs, they have more semi-final appearances than anyone. They have made 3 final appearances, more than anyone in the last 5 AFCONs. So they are not new to this. Everything that they did was deliberate. So the numbers, the specific time and the dates that they were going to arrive at the train station that they put out, I say it was deliberate. Even the issue about the hotels that they were given, that whether they were going to switch it, all of those things, even the match tickets, the ticket allocation, the ticket split was not determined after the semifinals were played. The tickets were sold long before then. In fact, those who would have bought the tickets for the final in the final week of the tournament, you would buy it from a third party or from the black market. So when they were complaining, yes, they had a case that CAF perhaps should have looked at, because I think we're told the maximum for their traveling party was between 2,600, right? For Senegal. That is not fair. For a final, you would have expect that at least
more people.
Give them 10%.
Yes.
Give the away team 10%. Even if you want to be biased, give them 10%. So it made sense. But the timing of that complaint is why I say they knew what they were doing. Because at the point they were making the complaint, the tickets had already been
sold.
Yes. But they wanted to remind all of us and pile up, add to the list of issues that will create a narrative that CAF and Morocco are out together.
They are in bed, which I agree with.
And if you look at the way they played the game, and you see, after doing all of that, they needed to perform on the night. And when they stepped onto the pitch, they left no doubt in our minds that they were the better team.
They were ready. Oh, Charlie.
They have the better chances, were generally better. If they are taking their chances, that game perhaps should have been concluded before. I mean, if you want to look at the balance of play with everyone taking their chances, Senegal still had more chances and perhaps should have finished that game. But beyond that, I also admire Pap Thiaw because look, that 2002 Senegal generation, they are the guys who have made all of this possible. Because 2002 was their first World Cup qualification and they beat the defending world champions. Then they made it all the way to the quarterfinal at the first time of asking. And the man, in fact, you guys will remember the extra time game against Sweden. The decisive backheel pass that Henry Camara takes and then goes on to score was given by Pap Thiaw, the same coach we speak of today. Took them to an AFCON final in that early 2000s era. So first World Cup appearance, first World Cup quarterfinal appearance, first AFCON final appearance in that period. And then two of the coaches from that generation now move on to come and win them AFCONs. Aliou Cissé first, and then now Pap Thiaw. 2 AFCON titles from 3 AFCON finals. You cannot ask for more. Now to the incidents that everyone seems to think Senegal were wrong. Look, there are rules, yes, but life is not binary. I am not one of those who believes that if you are losing and you feel that the balance of power is not fair,
It's been
for you to
unfairly dished
keep
out.
quiet and suffer and then later come and complain. Are we honestly saying that? I mean, assuming without admitting that all of the complaints, all of the issues against Morocco were even wrong. Just think about this. Someone is in a context with another party. That person feels the regulations have been interpreted in a manner that creates an unfair advantage to their opponent. They're trying to tell me that person who in that moment has probable cause to question the integrity of the adjudicator or the regulatory process
Should keep quiet.
should play by the same rules they are questioning. How does that make sense? But we have literally been wired to, and this is the construct of the world, that whatever it is, play by the rules and don't complain. Suffer it and then complain later.
Yeah, that's what you signed up for.
Senegal have been here before. AFCON 2006. We saw that penalty incident late in the final 10 minutes of that game.
Against
Egypt.
There was no
Should have had
VAR.
Clear,
should have had
the
a
referee
penalty.
didn't need VAR. He was there.
That's why we are.
No,
No, that
the
penalty
specific
that was
incident
clear.
was a clear penalty, but there was no
I mean,
VAR.
there was no VAR.
That's why the issue
No,
of
we are saying
VAR
that- no.
is not relevant.
No, it
the
is.
referee was
They're
close
saying that-
enough.
no, no, actually-
He didn't need a second view. VAR
not true,
is
it's not
only
true, it's not
significant
true.
if he needs
the
a
back
second
angle
view.
showed that the Senegalese player was blocking his.
He was there. He was. Oh,
It's not
He
true.
was blocking view. It's a clear penalty.
He
But
saw
when
it clearly.
after this, I can go back to the video. I would not want to
ask for the
derail.
issues of VAR and pre-VAR.
Let me finish. When I'm done,
Referees made horrible
Let me
errors.
finish. When I'm done, you come in. You're trying to tell me that this person who does not believe in the regulatory process, the one that they have called into question, should play by the same rules that they don't believe in.
Wait.
Look,
Wait.
But-
Wait.
No,
Let him talk. Let him talk.
No, he's no.
Let him talk. Let him talk.
Is that something we didn't understand?
Look,
what do you mean by
in
rules?
this moment,
What do you
the
mean by
moment,
rules you don't understand?
the moment
I
that
understand
the
him,
moment
let
that
him
player
talk.
or the team have made a determination that this process in this moment is no longer fair and I no longer believe in it, that behavior in itself should answer the question of why shouldn't they play
So
by
why
the
did they
rules?
come back? Why did they
No,
come back?
no. I think
Why did
That one is on the referee.
No,
That one is on the referee.
It's on the same
The
thing.
moment, the moment
Why did they come back to the pitch
Because-
if they are going to play on the same rules?
because they decided to take
When they
matters.
came back, the referee now started behaving.
They
No,
decided
the referees
to
took
take
the
matters
penalty.
into their
No,
own
but
hands.
after the penalty, he
When
can't
they
take
came
it.
back, the law was still within the remits of the referee and the match commissioner to say that, like Daniel has explained, maybe give them the yellow cards or end the game and announce Morocco
As champions.
The moment they made their decision not to play, every other thing that followed was at the behest of the match commissioner and the referee because they were in control of that.
I'm saying so.
Now,
No, wait.
you let me-
Before you go on,
I'll answer your question.
came back to
I promise
play.
you that. I'll answer your question.
they came back to play. If they didn't believe in the rules, why were they playing under the
I'll
same
answer
rules?
your questions. I'll answer your question, but I need to. So for me, I understand why they did what they did
So, I mean, they are perfectly understand.
because nobody can convince me the referee had any justification,
For
either being from the laws or the use of his own discretion, to set away or to set aside the VAR protocol.
Which is
and disallow
The
the
VAR
goal.
protocol is
Disallow the
that
goal.
allow that sequence to end.
actually, so we've not seen this happen anywhere
Sicho,
before.
if it happens, it is wrong.
Yes, it's a mistake.
Yeah, so
It cannot be said a mistake. It's a deliberate cheating.
Mistake all the time.
Are you guys responding or you are listening to respond? Do you hear what I said before you responded?
No, you said the referee
Hold on.
cannot set
Did you hear-
aside.
did you hear what-
And I'm saying the referees can set aside VAR protocols, but when they do it, it's a mistake,
No.
and they do it all the time.
So why are you mentioning that? as a
Our dream
response?
power need to
I'm telling you that. I'm telling you that.
Hold on.
I'm telling you that there is no justification for setting aside the VAR protocol. If you are interjecting, it should only be.
Exactly. There's no justification. He's right.
Yes,
But
what
you're
are you
saying that
contesting?
it can be an error, a genuine error.
a genuine error.
So
by
that's
you
not a
saying
response. That's
an
not
error or
justification for it.
hold on. An error or no error is not justifiable. Actually, it's right. Go on.
Look, we have seen too many of these instances, from CAF right down to FIFA. In important playoff games, someone has been cheated. People have been beaten. FIFA has turned the eye. CAF has cheated. 2005, Fredo Samdodu versus David Duncan. Under 17, Gambia versus Ghana, final.
When the fan
A
entered the
fan
park,
enters, right the moment the ball is up,
the boy
a fan,
entered the park and
match
jumped
commissioner
in.
J.I. The
Jump
referee-
enter the pool inside.
I was reading the BBC report just to be sure about if indeed there was any commentary from CAF on that. Zip. So this
No, but
idea
wait,
that
did we that thing
we lost.
No, I know we lost. We lost 1-0.
They appealed, but CAF no mind we.
Uh-huh.
So this idea that keep quiet and suffer,
And
then later
suffer.
come and
Actually
complain.
going appeal. Now you're here with
all
now
of
the
us,
cap.
we are
Why
here,
would it change? It
Ghanaians
did
are
not change
pretending as
anything.
if it didn't happen. When
It
it
did not
happened
change
to us,
anything.
and they said we should keep 83rd minutes. This was 83rd minutes was when this incident happened.
The guy jumped and
David Duncan and his people, they play by the rules. They kept quiet. In the end, what was the avenue for seeking redress? In Senegal's case, the redress opportunity is the VAR. When the referee decided to whistle before that sequence ended, he took away that opportunity. That is what it is.
Because why
Apart
I
from-
say he wants to
Is
cheat.
there a justification
I'm
for them
coming.
working off?
I've given you the CAF.
So there's a justification for them working
I
off.
said I'll answer your questions. You let me finish. I've given you the CAF example.
But otherwise, too, then if there's no justification, then there's no
I
point.
said
He's
I'll answer
talking.
the-
He's
I'll answer the
answer
question.
because
Okay.
that question we all want the answer.
Then-
to.
Yeah.
Then 1993, yeah, Egypt, Zimbabwe, FIFA World Cup qualifier in Egypt. The Zimbabwean goalkeeper is bloodied by supporters of Egypt. He's beaten. He has a cut to his forehead. Two of the defenders suffered the same fate. Referee says, patch up and play on. They finished the game, lost by 2-1. That is an example of another team who, just like Ghana, I'm giving you examples from different generations across CAF and FIFA, who were told to keep quiet and play.
And suffer.
Egypt won that game 2-1. Zimbabwe wrote an appeal. You know what FIFA did? FIFA said, we cannot, even though our regulation states, I like the 16 that you were mentioning. If you had expanded it, it will tell you that if by the conduct of one team, a team is rendered incapable of finishing the game, the referee has the power to end the game and declare the offending team losers.
If by the
that
conduct of
doesn't
one
apply
team,
here.
But it was the Egyptian supporters.
not one team, it's different.
No.
No, in the
No, that rule is very
that one doesn't
specific.
I'm coming. I'm saying
That rule is very
I get that.
How do
specific.
you even determine
Wait,
they are Egyptian fans?
I get. Oh, come on! It's
Wait a minute.
a home game for Egypt. And wait, per the match report. Wait,
Woman,
per the match
why are you
report-
attacking him?
But you two
Let
are
him
attacking
speak.
somebody.
Let
You two
him
are
speak.
attacking somebody.
Let him
It is
make
easy
his
to
point.
verify.
Why
We
you
all
are
have
attacking
internet.
somebody?
No, I'm saying that.
Per the
How
match
do you-
report.
how do you determine that
Calm
the
down. I
person
said
is
I'll answer your
Egyptian
question.
Also,
We have all the time. Don't worry.
Abotala.
Don't worry.
Abotala.
No, but
But also one team. But then what issue
But
can
Gidilo.
you've spoken about supporters. That
yes.
rule is very specific.
It's specific.
It's one
It's a
team.
team.
Wait.
But
Go on.
It's a team.
Actually, go on.
FIFA told Zimbabwe that even though they had probable cause, they now had to go and play a replay of that match. Listen, in France, the game ended 0-0. Egypt did not forfeit the match. They were not punished for it.
Didn't they win the first game?
It was a replay.
No. The first game.
Egypt won 2-1.
So the replay
Why
the
did you say they were not punished?
Fence.
No, but winning match.
No.
they play the replay.
Fence.
So what
By
I
the
said-
letter of the law, as you have explained here.
That's a wrong
They
rule.
should-
That's
That's a
what I'm
wrong
saying. You
rule.
are
No,
quoting the wrong rule.
Actually, let's get a few.
That's
things.
why they play the neutral venue.
Yes.
You remember Copa Libertadores? Boca
Let's-
Juniors and then this
Egypt were
one.
not punished.
Let's
The one that
not
five
rewrite
years.
history.
They brought it to Bernabeu.
Let's
Yes.
not rewrite history. Let's not rewrite history. FIFA established
That's
Egypt were the cause of that. They could not keep their supporters in check.
That's supported.
They were
So you are using the
supported.
wrong group.
Yes.
so this is
Charlie, what do they do?
It is the
The
same.
rule you
It's not
quoted
the
is
same.
not the same. The rule you quoted, the rule you quoted is
It's
wrong.
not the same.
Ultimately,
It's two different things.
Conducted themselves.
Yes.
ultimately,
They punished the team for it.
Yes.
who benefited for it?
What are you talking about? You've quoted the wrong rule.
Who benefited
The
for
rule
it?
says the conduct of
Who
one
benefited
team.
for it?
One team.
Example is if this match where then they fight the people they fight for the
would
back
you allow
you
Archie
come
to
them
make
out
this
because it's a wrong rule. It's
Oh,
it's
the rule
not
there
a-
doesn't
it's a-
apply
It's
here.
a wrong rule, so it doesn't apply.
Just more
Why-
part say if the rule says the rule and I'm being murdered because of the rule, I just stay there and be murdered.
No,
That's
that's
what
What
not
are you talking?
That's not what
Achu is talking.
Well, he
about
made
a
that point
situation-
that-
no, Achu is talking about a situation where.
But example he gave, FIFA acted.
Yes, and they
Fuck them
replay
now.
the game, which is
He has given two rules. Oh. He's cited
Yeah,
two
so he's the
instances.
one- he's the one
so the
that-
Ghana one, you all kept quiet as if say you didn't know
Exactly. But
better.
that was right.
Look, Fence, you can argue. Ultimately, Zimbabwe,
Yes.
just like Ghana, just like Senegal, could have said the moment the safety of our players have been compromised, our goalkeeper has been cut, our captain and centre backs have also been injured. We are deciding that we will not play this game. They could have walked off the pitch. They were compelled by the referee to stay on. As punishment for that, they were asked to go and play a replay.
That wasn't
When-
punishment. That was a
punishment
response
for
to the appeal.
No,
in Radina.
No.
That was a response to the appeal.
Guys,
It's not punishment.
Calm down.
you want to tell me.
Actually, you calm down.
Wait,
Calm down.
you guys are saying that.
No,
Wait,
I'm not us. Calm
Wait,
down.
you guys are saying that.
But you know, I'm very relaxed.
But you are the one interjecting me.
Relax.
Don't
When I-
don't
when
try
I-
this
by
reverse
calm down,
psychology
trying to
of
say,
no.
I'm
Don't
they are-
need to shut up.
they
Don't
are-
tell me to
no,
calm down.
They are,
Okay.
Don't
they are
try this
falsehoods.
reverse
Hold on.
psychology.
You see, the point is that
Look, the examples you guys are giving.
you are establishing
Why are you
conclusions
saying-
that
why are
Then you sat here, somebody gave
Why are you
Messi
saying that?
example. You didn't
Why
say
are you
anything.
saying that?
Let him talk. I'm listening. Let
how
him
do
talk.
you lose a game? Then they ask you to replay it, and you are saying that
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 is
is punishment for you.
I'm saying the game should have ended. That game should not even have finished. The ref should have ended the game
Why should they have
and
ended?
declared
Zimbabwe winners.
Winners.
No, that's not how
Because
it
it is
works.
Egypt and their fans.
That's not how it
who-
works.
That's not the rule.
That's not how it
compromised the
works.
spirit
That's
of
not
the
the
game.
rule.
That's not the rule.
Or you're speaking to
That is match abandonment. So what you are
Yes.
saying is the ref should have said Zimbabwe are not safe. We've ended the match. Then
Yes.
they'll replay it
Play it.
eventually.
Yes.
The replay. You don't say that one team has
abandoned the game,
won.
so ultimately, that's
That's
exactly
the rule.
We all the learn.
From saying, talk to me.
We all the learn. But coach, what to be that?
So it's important.
If the players are not safe, if the fans are making the game not safe, the referee can abandon the game based
You
on
now,
safety.
you sat here. During the Senegal issue, you said it got to the time there were chaos on the field.
No,
That
I
was
didn't
when
say that.
No, you said when it became
fans.
clear
In the
that
fans.
there was chaos in the
On the
fans.
field.
Yes, in the fans who came onto the field.
They didn't come onto the field.
Papped up. Say,
They didn't
come
come
on,
onto
let's
the
go
field.
in onto their safety.
I didn't say that.
Guys,
You said that should be
I didn't say
banned.
that.
Okay,
I didn't
it's
say that.
okay,
I said
it's
he called them onto the
Alright.
touchline. I didn't say he called them inside.
Go.
Please.
I wish
make
we
it
could
clear.
play back.
The rule you are stating is match
No,
abandonment.
let's
Yes.
go.
That's the specific rule.
Exactly what I wanted to
And
point
that
out.
rule,
Let's go
the
back
ref
to
says
Achu.
that let's all
So
go
Achu-
back to the dressing room because we are not
Achu,
safe.
please,
It's like
Then
when
we replay at a
adverse
later
weather.
date. Yes.
The referee can abandon
Like
the game.
weather, like safety, those things.
Please continue.
So wait, when you were saying that, I need to clarify this. When you were saying that it was the wrong rule, which one did you think I was referring to?
You mentioned you quoted
He said that
16.
the 16, that's
Yes.
the conduct of one
One
team.
team.
Yeah.
And that one team is the players on the pitch. Or
it's
the,
a team, not the fans.
when they
fans are not part of the
when
team.
they cause the unsafety, they go and beat somebody or something. Then the referee can say, so Ghana player and Swatchman, the team where the players were fighting, the referee can end the game and say, who started it? If it was a Kotoko player slapped him, was a Swatchman player that slapped him, referee can say, you slapped him and it caused the fight. So Kotoko is awarded the points because the conduct of the players on the pitch. But if it is the fans, maybe they are throwing something and it hits somebody.
The game can be
is now
abandoned.
unsafe.
Yes.
So we have that's different
You can
from the
play behind
16.
closed doors,
Yes.
or you can play in another city.
Or you can play another time.
Yes, like the Boca Juniors River Plate final, they played in
Yes.
Panama.
But so
The
they're trying to say
regulations say if a team is responsible, it doesn't restrict the definition of responsible to the conduct of the player or its officials.
It excludes the fans.
If you are the home team, friends, if you are the home team, you are responsible for match security. Are you not?
Oh, Charlie.
If you are the home team, you are responsible for match security.
Oh,
No, I'm listening. Go on.
If you are the home team, you are responsible for match security. I'm saying to you that in this case, FIFA's own investigations into that matter established who was culpable. You are trying to tell me that when the Zimbabwean players,
What was the ruling
through no fault,
specifically?
I have told you the specific ruling was that the match was replayed in France, it ended goalless.
Yes.
Who was
No,
culpable?
I get it.
Who did FIFA say was
Of course, it was the Egyptian fans.
The
Not the
ruling.
players.
Hold on.
I didn't. At no point did I say it was the players. I said the fans. I said it was the fans.
No, you are
who
quoting
threw
one
objects.
rule and you are giving the punishment for another rule.
But I moved on from 16 a long time.
One.
No, I used.
No.
Omanenkasa.
Let's go.
When you break him like that, he loses his
So
top.
in that is no. Hey guys. So in that instance, actually is saying that he felt that the rule said, that's what he's saying. The rule you say is a wrong rule. Actually says that per what happened in that game, the referee should have awarded the game to Zimbabwe. That's what he said.
He should have ended the game.
Yeah,
the moment
I know, and
ended
awarded
the
to
game,
Zimbabwe.
yes.
I'm trying to, and awarded to Zimbabwe. However, he didn't do that. He forced them
To
actually use
continue
that word.
playing.
He forced them to
keep
continue
playing.
the game.
Now, moja to be.
Yes, and I said, and we want to make progress.
So the right word is
Let's go
forced.
on. So
The way you are emphasizing, he forced them.
that's
As if
what I'm
Achu
saying.
is using the wrong
Let's go.
word.
Achu, I'm trying. So Achu said he forced them to continue
Now
the
go
match.
there.
They
Now go
finished
there.
the game and lost. So for a game that should have been declared in their favor, they were now ordered to
go and replay.
it.
Yes.
So he's saying,
So if
that
somebody had
because
died, the person
Zimbabwe
had died
didn't walk
free.
off the pitch. That's why that order happened.
So if
right thing
Zimbabwe,
is-
so if Zimbabwe had walked out, today we'll be sitting here and say they should be punished. They should
So
be
no,
punished.
so he's basically saying that because of Zimbabwe's respect for the rules, they ended up losing and having to play a second game as a punishment. Because that first game is where they should have won. That's all I'm actually saying. Correct?
Yeah, and what Situ and I are saying, for educational purposes, those listening, their rules, their incidents and their punishments attached to it. Okay. You can't say
So they're
that.
saying the referee couldn't
Yes.
have done that.
Thank you. Essentially saying a far outside the box should
But
be a
there's no
penalty.
law supporting that.
Thank you
action.
very much. A far outside the box can never
That's what
be a
he's
penalty.
saying.
I'm
So we are
saying
saying that
the referee
if
should
the
have ended
conduct
the
of the
match.
fans
He said there's
is
no
not
law
should have,
supporting it.
there are rules.
Why should the referee have ended the game?
but if the safety of the match has been compromised,
And that's down to the discretion of the referee
I'm
and
saying the
match
referee was
commissioner.
wrong. But
Yes,
if
so
three,
if-
wait, three
So
players
you said
have
the
been
referee
bloody.
was wrong.
But you guys, pa,
Yes, but the referee
Three of the
cannot
players have
award
been
the
beaten.
game. There was no under no
three of the
circumstances
players have been beaten.
would
They have been
Zimbabwe
bloody.
ever be
They
awarded the
bandaged
win.
them.
That's all.
At them.
But the idea, whether it was beaten by hand or by object, it is still beaten.
Yes, but they never would have been awarded the win.
So
Remember
do
I
you
started-
have another
you said
example
that
apart from
they
the
throw
let's
back
say
80.
20, aye.
So
The
referee
safety
abandoned the
of
game.
the-
That's
The man you go win.
the two
The
of
safety
you, please,
of that
will you
match
stop?
was
The man
compromised.
you-
Actually,
because
go
they
on.
fly
You people are
distance.
sitting. You guys
Actually,
be
go on,
hypocrites.
go on. Actually,
You
go on.
people are sitting here and you are telling me
Actually, you go
that
on, go on.
the
Forget
referee
it.
was right to have allowed the match to
We are
continue.
not saying the
Three
referee was
different
right.
instances.
No.
That's the essence of what I'm saying.
What we are
The
doing
referee
is
should have
simply
ended the
educational
match. FIFA should have
purposes. I'm
awarded
just
the points to Zimbabwe.
That's what we are
That
saying.
is
It's
it.
not possible.
It
That's
should
what
be
we are
possible.
saying.
That's what I'm saying.
Okay.
That's what FIFA should
All
have
right,
done.
so the Zimbabwe example for you brought it to make a point of another instance where a team chose to follow the rules and then ended up on the bad side of it. I go on.
And they got fucked for it.
Yeah, exactly.
Look, there is that. I've given you the Ghana example. This whole idea that
Ghana, Burkina Faso, 2013. Burkina Faso should have walked on
this whole idea, yeah, they should have. This whole idea that everyone has to be docile. And look, Africa as a continent, we have a serious problem. People get cheated in our face.
And we see it
Tanzania
as
just
normal.
elected a female president. They blocked internet access, blocked anybody from going to reports. That is not their aligned media through the elections. They won it, and everyone has told all of the opposition parties to just keep quiet and get used to it. Bobby Wine, as we speak, Zimbabwe, he's granting interviews from a hideout. He did a BBC interview, I think was it yesterday or today, from a hideout. He cannot even show his face. They are beating people who put up Ugandan flags in the streets. But everyone is told, keep quiet and let Museveni or whatever the name is run. Because of what? Nobody is saying that each time you disagree with a refereeing decision, walk out and let
No,
it.
that's
Why
what you
should
just
they?
said.
That's what we are saying.
That's exactly what you just said.
We're not
That-
free.
It
that why should
depends
you-
on the
why you
gravity.
think-
When the man
who
is
determines on gravity?
no,
And
the
what
rules are there.
standard?
When the man, no, what do you mean?
You
under
just
what
said that.
standard? When
You
the man,
shouldn't stay there
when
and
the
say that
referee in
you are
charge,
cheated.
when the
You
no,
for protest.
when the
You should
referee in
keep quiet and play by the
charge
rules.
is
And
completely
come back and complain later.
cheating.
That's what you are saying.
Go on. You literally.
That's
just said
virtually-
the
that's
same
what you
thing,
just
that
said.
We Africans, we like that.
That's
much.
it.
So we should stop doing
So how do we
just said.
differentiate? Because we want to
You
start
to understand what
protesting.
you are saying. But if I start a protest,
Yeah,
if
if I start a
if
protest.
they want Ghana Premier League where they take supplementary penalty for
Aye,
walk-off.
so
for
you
walk
can't
off.
blame GFA again.
So
No, right? I want to
explain the difference so say we will understand.
So after all that Achu had said, you still don't
For
understand.
nothing.
No, we
As
don't
I
get
sit
it.
here,
Yeah.
I have given you an example of the things that have happened.
Of course.
I've also told you that, however, and you see, in the beginning, if you guys were listening, I told you that life is not binary. I don't believe it is black and white, that this person is right or wrong. There is context.
But there's male and female.
Context. For that
Male and
side.
female within context.
That's
Within content.
no. That's
I'll say
right.
contest. Within contest.
Ultimately, all
So
I'm
you're saying that they're.
In them, Obi can say, oh, you're gay or
So
no,
is that to say that-
or
all
you're
I'm
weak.
saying is that
What are you talking about?
No, the let Achu land. He's
all
trying
I'm
to
saying
land.
is that
Yes,
this feeling around this game was just too palpable. Look,
I get it.
before and CAF didn't help matters. That whole Danielaye substitution, what's the Egyptian guy's name and the Algerian guy? Take the two referees of till date. CAF hasn't told. Did they communicate to you guys why they changed the
They don't
referee?
have to.
They don't do it.
They don't have to. And
Fair
they will
enough.
never do it.
Fair enough. But the way I see it, unless it is medical reasons, when you make those last minute changes and you don't inform us, you leave room for speculation.
But
But they informed us.
Wait, I'm saying no.
we-
The reason,
the
The reason.
I'm not-
He's talking about the reason.
Nobody tells you a reason.
They never tell the
Nobody has-
reason.
Nobody has told you a reason before.
Oh, you can't do like this. Is a
I've
this is
never seen a
a
referee.
yeah.
I've
This is
never
a
seen
different
an
case.
explanation
They
by
don't
referee.
give us
That's what I'm
explanation.
saying.
We've seen them change referees based on one team complaining that they don't
But
want
they don't tell you the
then they
reason.
change. But if I sit back, you appointed.
Yeah, you can
Achu,
add your one
and then
plus one.
So
but
that
they
is it.
never officially communicate. That's what I'm saying.
Oh, they are cheating people all the time.
do you remember?
They've been cheating all the time.
Do you remember the last time at a major tournament? Because I would like for us to use a like-for-like example. A major tournament, say the equivalent of the AFCON, where the organizing body made changes to the refereeing team that was not occasioned by a major controversy. Yeah, that was related to the performance of the referee in a recent game or medical reasons. Do you remember any?
I don't have any of it. And the lying matter. But for the fact that he's Ghanaian, let me chip in this.
I've not
The
even
lying
gotten into
matter.
the performance.
No, for the lying matter. But the fact that he was a Ghanaian or people made unnecessariness about it, to be honest, not many people would have even known. Because it's not the first. Look,
not
let me
the
tell
first
you,
time
even
they
at the
are changing
AFCON, even at the
officials.
AFCON, Lions not the only referee they changed last minute. They kept on changing referees last minute from the start.
Actually,
From the start, it not be Lion, but Lion be Ghanaian. He ranked loudly here.
Sicho.
Yeah.
Let Achu go. So the changes,
look,
Achu says the changes didn't help
CAF
the perception
themselves
matters. He has
didn't
a
cover
point.
themselves
He has
in
a
glory.
point.
Ultimately, when it got to the point, Senegal have messed up. They have brought your game into disrepute. From the moment they decided to come back and play, order has been restored. That is where you exert your authority. Don't let the game continue. Blow your whistle and end the match. From that point, it is easier to manage because from that point, you have declared Morocco winners. There is no issue of going to administratively determine the winner of the AFCON, which is the only outcome in this case that will placate Morocco.
And I say he should have ended the game after.
Yes. The moment Senegal came back,
That would have been
Or have
strictly following
escalated
the rules.
issues.
yeah, that's what I'm saying. That while I understand what they did, but I would not advise it. The moment they came back, an order has been restored. Exercise your authority and end the game. From that point, it is easier to manage because now you're in an uncomfortable situation where you have to administratively determine the outcome of the AFCON. And that's the only thing that will placate Morocco. If you had done that, doing the other things become easier. Right? Yeah? Like maybe punishing Morocco severely for what the ball boys did. punishing Ashraf Hakimi for throwing away the towels, because nobody can convince me that as experienced that Ashraf Hakimi is, he didn't know that was the goalkeeper's towel. Even
or Sabari for policing the reserve.
We're not kids. Let nobody come and
for
say
Hakimi, they are
that.
go fit defend.
He knew.
Sanction
Hakimi, you are go fit defend.
Sabari.
But me, I knew what happened.
Those ones would have been easier to do. Then even for Pap Thiaw,
They thought.
you get to a position where you've taken away the most important thing from him.
That's what they
So if he is to suffer a suspended ban, 3 games, 4 games, it would make sense. But in this situation, there's no way CAF comes out of this with looking decent, because, and I like how Daniel ended. Punishing Senegal, it will be easy. It's what the situation calls for. Punishing them heftily, because now you feel your image has been battered, and so you need to act and show force and authority and control. So it will be easy to say a fine won't do it. So a suspended 5-game or whatever it is ban, or they start the AFCON qualifiers with a deficit, whatever. The part of it, the Moroccan part, is what they cannot do now because of what Daniel has explained. All of the things Morocco has been doing for CAF, but also the relationship that
match. Morocco,
they
do what for
they have with CAF.
They don't punish Morocco.
But for that,
on the ball boys.
what Saibari did, Hakimi did, straight 5-6 game bans.
Hakimi, because he threw a towel.
For what the ball boys also did, Morocco itself straight.
Got you go on.
Because in this moment,
If you threw
what Senegal did, they rebelled because they felt the trophy was the prize at stake. Now they've won it. The only thing, look, Senegal are not going to win the World Cup anyway. If they don't play at the World Cup, what do they lose?
You cannot even stop them from playing at the World Cup. You can't.
The real thing that is symbolic to them will be stripping them of the AFCON. And that is incredibly difficult to do at this moment. Because
you can't. They want it.
If it is not that, World Cup ban, suspended ban for...
Nothing will seem sufficient.
Now, that's why I say that CAF dropped the ball. Right from the match commissioner, match coordinator, down to the referee himself. The moment calm was restored, the ball was now back within your foot.
That thing, like nobody go out. So if they had ended the game, they say Morocco.
It did have the potential to have caused a bit of chaos.
Because look,
if they ended the game like that,
No, but you were saying that is the rule, they should have done it.
what was going to happen?
It's about common sense.
What was going to happen
Yes,
in
that's
that
why I say
situation?
So Senegal just
What was
won
going to happen
perfectly.
in that situation? That was worse than the
Common sense,
the
don't walk
stampede,
off.
and then
They're walking off.
and what the Senegalese did by walking off. There was nothing that was going to happen after. That was going to be worse than the stampede in the
they will
fans.
fight on the pitch. You know,
But that's the point. That's what I'm saying. That at the end of that it has already happened anyway.
I promised you guys. I told you guys that this was going to drag on.
Wait, 1 minute. 1 second, Seth. Even Morocco, punishing them for the ball boys, it won't happen.
It can't happen.
Because it won't happen. Punishing Saibari, it will happen. Hakimi, you own. There might be it might be a lower blow. Saibari had no business being
there.
The ball boys, no, they are not Morocco's responsibility once an AFCON kicks in their calf.
Okay, man.
On a match day, ball boys, stadium announcer,
That's true.
everybody
That is
is
so
calf.
true. That is so true.
Not Morocco.
That's so
If Morocco are playing a friendly or a qualifier, it's
That's
Morocco. But when it's an AFCON, it is CAF.
There were Ghanaian ball
So
boys
you're
there.
indirectly saying that CAF's assigns were trying to create an advantage for Morocco.
So what I'm saying is, it is
Yeah, no, that
CAF.
can be a point. Yes,
So what I'm saying-
why not?
That is the point. Not CAF.
Yeah, but so
CAF
then
ball
it
boys.
still favors what Chicho is saying.
Yes.
Like, then you can't punish.
So you
Morocco
can't.
for
I'm
that.
saying that.
So you can also not punish Senegal, because if you had brought boys there for them to create advantage from Morocco, you are cheating Senegal.
I'm saying- no,
So
so I'm
Senegal
saying-
was justified for what they did.
Well, you can say what-
What the fire should be fire?
No, I'm saying that. I'm saying that.
Thank you very much for that point.
No. I said it in my point. I didn't
my coach.
lay emphasis on it.
You should
Now,
have
when it comes to the organization of the game,
What are you talking about?
in the inner perimeter,
Can't
everything
do
is
It's CAF.
CAF. So CAF can decide that on Morocco's match days, we'll use some volunteers from Ghana as ball boys. You Moroccans can't say anything. But of course, we know the players, they look like they were Moroccans. And it looked like they were doing the bending of.
I like it when he said they look like.
Oh yeah, they look like the Moroccans.
You don't have evidence that they were all Moroccans.
Yeah, that's
So
what.
the evidence is
The
that.
ball boys were
So the clear evidence
There
is
were many
that.
more boys in the
they were sourced from all around the
all
country.
around the
Agreed.
continent. As
So
well,
the
yes.
clear evidence is that.
So
CAF owned those boys.
yes,
They're responsible
they are
for them.
supposed to.
And they had brought them there.
Yes, they are
to
supposed to
help
be
them
for CAF.
cheat
So they'll punish
Senegal
them.
for them to
So
Morocco
that
to
ball
win.
boy
How did the
incident.
ball boys help cheat?
That ball
Yeah,
boy
saying-
incident is not on Morocco.
What that-
That ball boy
Yeah, so
incident.
that point is established.
Yes,
Very good.
But the Sabari own where you enjoy you from the game, so you left the dagger out and wear tracks to go stand
Mad.
up. Down be jump.
But wait. Sabari and Hakimi, me, if I be them a lawyer.
This one, they-
No.
they will carry lawyer go.
No. Oh, it be simple.
You get defense for them.
Sabari no enter the pitch.
No.
No, but he was trying to pull the.
He didn't touch him.
No, he was trying to
He didn't touch him.
No, he was just
He didn't touch
blocking.
him.
He was blocking.
He was just blocking his
didn't touch
view.
him.
He didn't give up aura.
But he shouldn't
He
be
give up-
there. He was substituted.
No.
He's not warming
He
up.
can be there.
No, but then he wear tracksuits.
He don't wear tracksuit. He can be there. He can walk around. The only thing is he can't enter
so
the
yeah,
Senegal.
So as you do, the entire Senegalese bench could have
come and
also
stay
moved
there.
there. to come and
Wait.
chill there.
Why are you not talking about what was the substitute goalkeeper doing there?
He could have been there.
Was
He was
protected.
protected.
He came there because of Sabari.
Wait.
Sabari and ball boys.
Actually, I get the point. Yeah, I concede that
Was
point.
he eligible to be there? Yes. How? By properly being dressed without conflict.
Yes,
on the pitch.
so I'm saying
So
that.
you're also in the
Okay, so my
tracksuits.
question
And he
is
was
that-
there.
Yes,
And
my
he didn't
question-
touch him.
But
So my
are you,
question
no,
to the two of you-
actually,
let me
this
ask
question
them
is
a
valid. Are you
That-
saying
so-
that every player
Yes.
on the bench who is
Could have-
properly dressed
yes,
that should
could have
be
gone
on
to
the
stand
bench
there.
can live
Yes,
there? All of
yes.
them. All of them.
Yes.
The only place around the field they can be is the perimeter of the opposition team.
Yes.
Simple. Read
Yes.
the rules. Read the rules.
So they should have gone
That's
there.
why.
You see.
That's
You see the absurdity-
That's why
the
when the
absurdity
goal
of the
is
logic
scored,
is why.
that's why when the goal is
You
scored,
see it's
the
absurd.
players can run and go and celebrate. Then they are not
You
punished.
see it's
But if
absurd.
you run
You want to
into
extend
the
yours.
perimeter,
That is why
you
You are
punished.
saying that.
That is why.
You are saying that they could have all gone to sit there.
Fento, this
Yeah,
is
they
why
could have gone to Senegal.
Senegal
So the next
applied the rule of
time-
natural
I'm
justice.
They could have
I'm
gone to
coming.
today.
So by the
Senegal
next tournament,
applied the rules of natural justice.
by the next tournament,
if you are cheating me, I won't
when
allow you to
another
cheat
team
me.
feels like they have probable cause, they will all get up and go and line up behind.
Yeah, feel free.
They can go
said,
anywhere.
man,
Feel free.
no, so
So long as you don't enter the pitch,
Yes, and
or
you're
you
all
don't
dressed and your jersey is not clashing with those
Thank
on the
you.
pitch. That may be true.
Simple.
And that be why the goalkeeper goes and nobody fit stop. Why the CAF official go there no sack am from?
You know
there?
Saka.
You know if we go fit sack am.
Not Saka because
You
it's
know
what
Saka.
is right. What he rather did was to tell the ball boys don't come
Don't
here.
come there.
Simple. And that's why
So are
Sabari
you
went
saying
there.
FIFA Law 3, substitutes must be seated on the substitutes bench or in the designated technical area. Finish. That's the end of the law.
Wait,
So what's the law that says they can go and
there's
be
the
there?
technical area.
Designated. Is there?
What? Oh, you see?
The technical area.
Wait.
Read,
This-
relax,
this there,
relax.
it's
You are
very
all-
nice.
So the
Stop.
place where they go warm up.
wait.
The place where
Relax,
they
relax.
go warm up. No, and this is
Relax,
the
I'm
technical
coming,
area.
So, relax.
The place we go
Relax.
warm up.
The
No.
law is not finished.
Okay.
What I'm going to read will capture what you are talking about.
Okay.
Okay. This is law 3. Substitute players. This law is specifically on substitute players. You can come here and put us inside.
Oh, read that way.
But the guy, they can't come out here.
Law 3. Substitutes must be seated on the substitutes bench or in the designated technical area. Don't ask me where that is. We all know where that is.
Where is it?
Don't be foolish.
Oh, where the fuck is
Know
it?
where the technical area is.
Go on, go
Don't
on.
be foolish.
Go on.
Where is it?
I should tell him not to be
Are you
foolish.
saying you don't know?
Where the hell is it?
Go on.
Go on.
The law continues. Now, only one person at a time. This is the technical area.
Yeah, the coach go fit stand.
Yes.
That be your.
Exactly. Only one. Only
Only
the
one.
coach.
Twasso.
Yeah, but let me read it verbatim.
Twasso.
Only one person at a time is authorized to convey tactical instructions from the technical area to coach in Kwan a bit now.
Is that what happens? About Twasso.
Oh, they come and go.
Twasso.
No, have you know, they come and go.
Read the rules. Read it.
I'm reading the rule. Don't worry.
Twasso.
The continuation of the law. Hold on. I'm searching up the whole law. Okay, it's here.
Young Koso Senegal for my
I know. I'm reading at I'm on the AFA website. Okay, great. Law 3. I read the whole law 3.
No. It's not relevant.
Coach.
It's not relevant.
Charlie, time they go. Make
No, you
not
see,
relevant.
the guy, you see,
Coach,
even the
He has
see, when you
touched on
read
the most
when
important
you read the rules,
aspect.
no, that's not the
It's
most.
not relevant.
When you read the rules, it is on sitting and demarcation. That's that heading.
Yeah.
So when you come onto the pitch, that's where you are supposed to sit.
When you are substituted.
When you are substituted, you go and sit down. But the only place you are restricted, there's a difference. Restricted, you cannot be, is the opposition technical area. You can walk around the pitch. That's why they don't punish.
That's not what the rules they say.
Oh,
they say a substitute player.
Okay, so let me ask you a question. Why don't they punish players?
That could be a different. Can you warm up within that technical area? Can you warm up?
Yes, you can.
Yes,
we all follow football. Can you warm up there?
You can.
You should stop that. Senegal was very good in what they did to win the cup. Let's go on. Finish.
Okay. We promised that this was going to drag on, so forgive us for how long it's dragged on. But clearly,
forgive us. They like it. This is what they are there. Do 3 hours, do 4 hours. They like it.
This is an issue that divides a lot of opinion. So we'll be reading the comments. We want to find out from all of you what you think of this incident. What should happen? Was Senegal right? If they were right, what do you think we can do to prevent this from reoccurring? Or do you side more with Achu, who says that we've acted meek for way too long? So now, going forward, if you feel like you are being cheated and the context is right, act like Senegal, walk off the pitch. All right? Or you believe that what...
Why are you misquoting me?
A shock.
No, I'm paraphrasing you.
No, you're
Don't
wrong.
do that.
You're paraphrasing wrongly.
Didn't you say we've been meek for too long?
The fact that I said I disagree, but I understand why they did it doesn't mean I'm saying
justify
that.
it. You say we like that as Africans. You say Africans will be jaw. That's what you talk.
That is a stretch. No,
really?
Why you want to put you for bottle inside? You say we be jaw. You say Africans will be
it's
jaw.
like you are saying.
So the action wasn't
It's like saying if you behave like an idiot, and I say that this conduct is very idiotic, it means I'm saying that you're an idiot. It was a specific conduct.
So you're saying that moving forward, Ghana shouldn't do it.
It's like a political example.
Ghana shouldn't do it. If one day we feel like we're being cheated, we shouldn't do it because anything I've done here was idiotic. So we shouldn't do it.
Yes.
Okay.
I said each case specific.
So Senegal can do it. We can do it.
But you
come. You don't say you come.
I don't come.
No, you don't come.
What is this? What is this black and white?
Run on your fans. Your fans will shop for you. Your fans will shop for you.
Ghana in the future, if they cheat, we shouldn't do it.
Do you think we should?
But you had said that we are acted.
Wait. Do you think we should do it?
Huh?
Do you think we should do it?
I said no. Senegal shouldn't have no team shoot.
Atu has not supported what Senegal did.
Yes.
He hasn't. He says he understands. No, I was
No, you
listening.
said he understands.
Oh, that's an Amoko.
He said this.
Play back.
If he started examples to
Play
show
back the video.
Why they do what they do?
Feels like it was the right thing
I
to
said
do.
no. These are the reasons I understand it.
No.
And that
This was the right time for someone to act like that.
Yes.
Because, good.
Yes.
Which means that
I said I understand. I said I understand it. And I gave you
all you said. You were just saying that, this why you understand.
yes. I understand it.
Look at what he said. Me, I had a different. In fact, my understanding was very clear
That's
on
all
the things you said.
That's all there.
Even after I finished, I said I wouldn't advise it.
Yes, he said
But I
all
don't
that.
think life is binary. And I said I understand what they did. It's not a case of
so
black
what
and
was
white.
the point of all the context?
It's to tell you that
It's to tell you that
this was bound to happen. Somebody was going to do this one day.
and that's how and that's somebody should be Senegal.
Even after this competition, we will still have another major game final.
Bro, it will keep happening.
That a referee will
It will
make
keep
mistakes.
happening.
Wafcon.
It will keep
It will
happening.
happen. So you're saying that
It's football. It keeps
it will
happening.
happen.
It will happen.
But did I say
Final,
it will
whatever,
end?
it
So
will
what did you
happen.
say that other person's context is not as valid as Senegal's context?
That's on them.
What would you say?
That's on them.
No, but you and I who are supposed to be independent.
Why are you
would
stretching
be
this
our
matter?
point?
Look, that's on them.
Then will we justify for them?
Mental was here.
Look, should we justify for them?
Why are you stretching this matter?
No,
who
Atu
is
is not clear.
justifying?
Everybody was clear on the matter. You were clear.
Atu
Danny was clear.
Atu is
I was
doing like
clear.
this. Atu is doing like this.
I just said that very clear. I just said he doesn't condone what Senegal did.
But I understand it.
Understands.
Yes.
Which is the same point.
So I understand mean that every other person should go and do it.
That's what
But
he
you
said.
He says you
I'm asking
understand.
you.
You said you don't
I said
condone,
I
but you
understand.
understand. But your example say you agree. Like you are
somebody should
at
do
the
it.
shock.
No,
You are.
You didn't say that.
Look, those were examples of people who kept quiet and played by the rules and got factories.
So
So therefore, so it's logic. It's logic. It has to be.
So what are
I
you
don't
saying?
support it. That's what I said, but I understand it.
Yeah. So therefore,
What is the
so in the future,
I said I don't support it.
So
but I
in the
understand how they will do
future,
it.
if you are being cheated,
It's
stay
your
there
context.
and
And
be
that's your
cheated.
decision.
I think you forget.
so I choose certain examples to show why you shouldn't keep quiet and be cheated. But after making his point, he said, going forward, if you are being cheated, keep quiet and suffer.
This is
that
very
what-
unfair.
I'm
You are
asking, no,
misrepresenting
I'm
me.
asking coach.
What I said was
You're
that
asking me.
these are the examples why somebody can question FIFA and CAF's fairness. And I gave you 2 examples across different generations.
Reverse any
it's a
decision
human- it's a
when
human
cheated.
decision.
I said,
There'll
so
be
while-
errors.
while
So
I-
allow
while I
the
do not agree with it,
allow the
I understand
proactive
why
thing
someone
to-
will feel like
some form of
the law is me
human
in
discretion.
this moment.
Senegal
we can also
showed
ask you that in
human
those instances
discretion.
when the people didn't walk off, did somebody die?
They lost. They got punished for
Yeah,
it.
but did they die?
But they lost.
Yeah, Senegal could have also lost.
Zimbabwe had an
So
opportunity.
Senegal
And then
won.
nothing will happen.
So Senegal
Why
won.
Senegal?
Because-
Senegal more than losing.
The examples I
So
gave
they
is
won.
because of,
So it's
because of narratives
50-50.
like what you just said. But they just know somebody died. So keep quiet and
As same way, we don't finish today. Let's know in the comments what you think. But yeah, this has been a long one. I hope you enjoyed it. Forget our annoying whatever. Interjection is all part. That's
It's
why it's a
part of it.
podcast. Yeah.
You for
but
repent.
It's been long. Thank you very
You for
much,
repent.
guys. Thank you.
But I like the way you were moving this thing about. Damn, man.
But you won.